Morning, everybody. Man, what's up with this dude, Wack 100? We're doing a no Wack campaign for 30 days.
I'd almost forgotten what it felt like to catch it.
Are they real gang members out on the West Coast? This is what I'm starting to realize. Are y'all really down for what y'all down for? Or are y'all just like making antics? Is it okay to snitch over there?
A large native
Don't
catfish
make it like it's
swimming in the
okay.
same waters as the Sereng. It's tantalizingly close to what I've come to catch.
Now, we seen the big U indictment. Wack 100 is back at it again, homie. Let me see. Wack 100 is back at it again, y'all. Snitching and snitching and snitching. Where is it? 2 gangsters. You're like, yeah, my boy. That's my shit. Okay. Yeah, my boy. Let me see. I was Wack reporting that. I would like sit up there and read the text messages and stuff. He read the text messages like he
I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping.
Give me some fried chicken.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? Out of all the videos I did, this probably takes the top of the crop. This type of spicy haven't been introduced yet. This is habanero lava type of spicy. It's a crazy story, but we're gonna get into it. Damn, homie did an interview with Young Hawk. In that interview, he put some wild allegations against another Hoover. And I guess word got back to that guy, because Young Hawk is now demanding that she takes that video down. That video no longer exists. Damn, homie says she only removed it because that guy's daughter asked her to, and that she didn't do it because of Hawk.
Okay. Girl, why is you doing all that?
I took it down.
No, you just posted all this weird shit.
What weird? Your text messages to me? You're weird. What am I posting? You threatening me?
And I don't even play these type of games, like, for real, baby, because you don't know me for real, and you don't know, like, what I'm about. What I'm saying is, just take that shit down.
I already did because his daughter asked me to, not because you asked me to. Because his daughter asked me to.
That's right, my boy.
Anyways. Nah, it's too late for all that. You calling me a strong face after you try to fly me out. You's a fucking weirdo, bro.
Hawk said I got the homie to pull that video down. He was talking about Ant, because when I looked at Young Ant's page, it's no longer there. He asked Young Ant if he could please remove that video, and I guess Young Ant did him a solid. Young Hawk said that video no longer exists on YouTube, because he asked everybody that had it up if they can please take it down. But what Young Hawk doesn't understand is this. Triggerbird said, not so fast, my boy. He re-uploaded the video last night. I don't know what transpired, but it seems like Hawk is pressured to get that video removed. This is why you gotta watch what you say on the internet, because once you say it, it's over. It's clipped 1,000,000 times, and the stories last forever.
Look at the shit you was doing. Like,
What did I do?
I can sit here and I tell you, bro. If I tell you, hey, look, I just got the homie to pull this shit down, and that's a street. If a street nigga understand to pull this shit down, like, why would you sit here and keep egging it on?
Why even do an interview with me then? Why even do an interview with me? And a lot of people still have it off. What are you talking about?
Look, no. Don't nobody else have nothing. I done searched the whole internet.
You cursing me out to talk, like acting like I did something wrong.
You did.
Bro, you threatening me. No one else is threatening me from the Hoovers but you. No one else is threatening me. I'm tapped in with everybody, and they're all telling me I'm right and you're wrong. So what are you talking about?
Damn, homie said, why are you blaming me for something that you did? You're the one that asked me for the interview. You're the one that volunteered to say what you said. I never forced you to say those things about that man. You done that all by yourself. Hawk said that man is still locked up, and he got a lot of people that's riding with him. He said that man ain't nothing to play with. It sounds like Hawk is regretting the things that he said about that man. Things are getting very spicy, my boy. It's jalapeno habanero chili pepper spicy out here.
No one else is threatening me but you. You talk about someone else is gonna do something to me. No one else is threatening me but you, sweetie.
I'm not looking out for you because
How are you looking out for me? No one else is threatening me but you. Everyone else is mad respectful. You're threatening me like I did something to you. You did something to yourself. What the fuck is you talking about? Let me ask you this question. Did I ask you for an interview or you asked me for one?
I don't remember.
Okay, well I got the messages.
It doesn't make any sense. You sit here and you say, oh, I took it down because his daughter asked me out, but then you turn around and you post a clip where I'm telling you that this got real behind him, bro.
You threatening me like he's gonna do something to me when he has no intention of doing shit to me.
Damn, my boy.
Every handcrafted beverage is made.
Let's see the other one. It's another one, y'all. It's another one. This is Too Gangster for YouTube.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? I guess Young Hawk done bit off more than he can chew, because now the big dog himself decided to respond today. Young Hawk said some very bad stuff about Hoover Lawn, but in that interview, Hawk said it himself. He said he never met him, and that he never did time with him before. Those accusations that he said about him, I heard it wasn't even true. But according to Damn Homie, he's been threatening her to take down that video. I guess Wack set up Hawk for the okie doke, because he's about to read the text messages that Hawk sent Damn Homie.
So I guess after the live goes up, he starts getting pressure and he sends her this. You a weird ass and bitches like you get made example.
Why is Wack 100 snitching again? This girl ain't put the what's names out there. He put them out there. He put all the text messages out there. Why is he snitching again? This is bad. Yeah, this is bad. Why is Wack snitching again? Wack 100 out there snitching, my boy. Again. I think he the feds.
Watch your step because you don't know who you playing with. Hoover Lawn is a powerful, strong man, and now he will know that it's you that's destroying his name and image. I did what I was asked to do by getting Ant to take the video down, and by getting at you to take the video down. And I'm going to show Lon to prove that I told your square booty ass to take it down.
Hawk gave Damn Homie a final warning. He said Hoover Lawn ain't nothing to play with. He said this man is connected with every gang in California.
Damn,
it looks like Hawk done met his match, because all of a sudden he's pressured to take down that video. I noticed that Triggerbird has took it down as well. According to Hawk, if Damn Homie don't take down that video, then Hoover Lawn is gonna send all his goons and goblins at her.
And you're going to suffer behind your thirsty ways and actions as long as Lon's deceased that I attempted to get your video down, I will be excluded from the wrath of that man and his hitters. And he says, when Lon tells you to take it down, he gonna send hitters at you. Ask about how he moves. This man connected with every gang and every race. Ask about him. That's why he the top dog. When he tell you to take it down, he gonna take you out. You just watch, dumb.
Now, this type of stuff doesn't happen every day, but Hoover Lawn has tapped in from the prison yard. He got in touch with Damn Homie himself. He let her know that he doesn't have any ill will against her, because at the end of the day, she wasn't the one who said it. Hoover Lawn said he understands that she's a content creator. He said, go get your money, but he said, go do your research about me, and you'll see that none of those accusations was true. That story was a complete lie. Man, free my boy.
No energy or no life.
Yeah.
You know, my thing with you is to let you know that, I have no ill will towards you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. You know, I'm living a different life. You know, I'm trying to get out of prison. I'm not, putting no strings or none of that nonsense. You know, so everything's good. Everything's good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, you keep doing your thing, you do what you do, you get your money. You know?
Thank you so much.
Real talk. Some people understand the sensationalism of the social media and all that, but, sometimes you gotta fact check some.
We hand chop everything every morning.
This is real.
Exactly. You'll know how real it is because of how it tastes.
Acorns lets me focus on today's goals while they handle tomorrow's. Being the financial wellness app built for everyone, Acorns makes it easy to invest like an expert, even if you aren't one. Start investing with just your spare change using roundups, and set recurring investments with as little as $5 a day, week, or month. And let Acorns give your money a real chance to grow. Start investing for your future in just 5 minutes when you download the Acorns app.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Hold on. 2 Gangsters for YouTube got some other shit out here too.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
They got some other shit. Hold on. Damn, they really is like. Why is Wack out here telling? But he really on the Hoovers. So whoever 2 Gangsters for YouTube, he knows all the Hoover shit. Yeah, he's really into the Hoovers. Whoever 2 Gangsters for YouTube is. So is he a Crip? And he into the blood shit. Yeah, he's really into the Hoover. So he must be a Crip. Go ahead, the Mexican game.
What it do, YouTube? What it do?
Yeah,
So I
he
guess
speak
the
on
saga
Mexican game.
between Munchie B and Popeye continues on. Munchie B said Popeye can no longer come to the hood. If the homies see him, they're gonna pack him out. Then he banned him from Darby Park. But I guess Popeye didn't get the memo, because he's on his way to Darby Park now.
I'm going back to Inglewood. As much as I can't be in the hood, so pop up on me.
At first, I thought he was just gonna drive by Darby Park. I was like, man, you don't get no points for that. But then he jumped off the ride and started walking all around that park. He was asking people if they seen Munchie B. Right now, it seems like every gang is having some in-house issues, because we got X4 and 4 Extra. We got Hawk going at it with Gumby. I can name 5 more, but I'm not gonna do it. We got Munchie B and Popeye going at it. I don't know what's inside these LA waters, but it's definitely spicy, my boy.
Hey, Munchie, check it out. Look where I'm at. I'm at Darby Park. On Provider. Walking through. Said I couldn't come to the hood, man. That's it right there. I'm right here in the hood, homie, and I'm comfortable.
Popeye drove to all the main spots where the Inglewood families be at. He drove to 10th Ave. Then he drove to the spot where he got put on. He pretty much gave us a tour of Inglewood.
It's 11th Ave. I'm at Darby Park. You said I can't come to the hood. I'm at Darby Park. I'm in the hood, homie. Hey, it's our provider. Hey, man, I'm comfortable. It's 10th Ave.
He goofy.
Hey, listen, this ain't early in the morning. This is 5 p.m. right now. This the street I got put on at. Really, the alley. I'm gonna take y'all through the alley real quick. So this the hood right here. I got put on right here.
I guess the 18th Street still be over there because there was graffiti of them crossing Inglewood family out. I bring that up because it was rumored that they're non-existent over there. A lot of people say that they no longer have a hood in Inglewood, but as you can see, there's still a few of them out there. Popeye said Munchie B cannot ban them from his hood because according to him, this is my hood, not yours.
Oh, they got hit ups right here. That's crazy. 18's been back here. So this is where I got put on that. So 18's been over here. I guess they got hit ups on the wall. That shit crazy. I got put on right here. You know, I got put on back here by a couple of the homies. And back here, we should be all these apartments back in the day. But Munchie said I couldn't come to the hood, so I just came real quick, just stop by. But it's my hood, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come through real quick, show it off.
They always showing something off till they get shot on camera. They always try to show something off till they get shot on camera. They always doing some more other shit. Who the fuck baby G face? I ain't seen this one.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? So Loose Cannon and Baby G-Face gets into it. Loose Cannon been talking ish to Brick Baby. G-Face is defending Brick Baby because they are family members. So Loose Cannon starts going in on him. He said, how you gonna let Spider-Lope give you the neighborhood handshake? He said that's your enemy, right? He basically was trying to say that Spider-Lope marked them out. So both men got on a live today. They were interviewed by Demon Time Exotics. Now go subscribe if you haven't already. Well anyways, both men hopped online to see if they can work things out. Now off the back, Loose Cannon said he needs that fade. He told G-Face that he respects his gangster and that he heard he was a tough guy. But Loose Cannon said, you gotta show me you're tough. I can see that it kinda shocked G-Face that someone called him out. He's a young general from his section, so he ain't used to people calling him out on certain stuff. And to make matters worse, this guy is challenging him to a fight. Baby G-Face accepts his call out. He gave Loose Cannon his phone number, and he also tapped in with a few rolling 60s, you know, in order to make that fight happen. G-Face let Cannon know that they can do it anywhere. We can meet up at Sloss and Swap Meet or whatever, but he let Cannon know to bring more people with them because him alone ain't enough. Loose Cannon has this history of calling people out for the fade, but then nothing ever happens afterwards. Then he repeats the same cycle over and over again because he moves on to another person and does the same thing. Loose Cannon said he understands why G-Face is taking up for Brick Baby. They're both family members, so he understands that part. But he said, why did you take disrespect from Spider-Lope? You don't owe Spider-Lope nothing. You didn't know Spider-Lope before you did the interview. So when he gave you the neighborhood handshake, you should have fired on him. Loose Cannon said that he is so neighborhood that if a Hoover gave him a Hoover handshake, and he would have spit on his face and slapped him afterwards.
So at the end of the day, it's like this, cuz you taking up for Brick Baby. That's your cousin you're supposed to. I asked you a valid question about the in-heel fingers, because if it, from Hoover gave me those fingers, I would have spit in his face and slapped the shit out of him. And I got family from there.
both men agreed to fight one-on-one. Now let's see how that one goes. Loose Cannon actually looks serious this time because he asked G-Face to hop offline so they could speak about it in private. Now if he was just clout chasing, he would have stayed online to get views, but instead he wanted to talk to him offline. So maybe Loose Cannon might actually stand on business this time. But you guys, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe to my channel.
That was clickbait. Come on, man. That was clickbait. They about tired of this dude.
Okay, I'll just grab the backup sticks.
They tired of this dude like 100, even the old niggas. The youngest thing, because the youngest thing wasn't his ex. I don't know what's going on.
The lowest prices of any national grocery store. Well, fair enough.
So I guess gangbanging, they don't push the line like that. I guess niggas push the line over here on the East Coast more than they push the line on the West Coast. Because they ain't pressing no issue. Like, if he did that shit over here, they could get
You
over
run
there.
around here with this persona. You low rider. I can talk about it. I got a rider. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I ain't got one. I ain't like these other dudes ain't got it. You can say this hating. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got, I can match it in some. But you run around here with this persona, right? Everything about you is an illusion. It's fake. It's false. You's a rat. You get what I'm saying? And when we say use a rat, we ain't saying to go over there and do nothing to him. This is just enlightenment. It's to our youth. It's a bunch of old dudes over there, like Melly Mel and the rest of them. You know, I just got off the phone with a group of cats that was in the feds with these individuals. They was telling us about their behavior in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So they was telling me about Bright All. They was telling me about Melly Mel. Gangster, you ain't never walked in USC. Melly Mel, you was in there nice. Bright All, you got knocked out on the yard in Victorville. You was in there nice because come to find out you didn't hold on your homies on the bank robbery, kidnap or something. Shout out to my nigga Lil Rose from Rolling the 60s. I give credit where credit's due.
Damn.
Yeah. Leave it to us. We're going to clean the streets up the right way. And it's okay for dudes to be over there representing what they represent, because you got some good dudes that's representing what they represent, but they coaching football. They whole mission is to keep the kids out of gangbang life too. But y'all that's over there acting like you that, like you an OG, like you did that and did this and did that and did this. Nah, brother. Nah. Y'all, you guys are a cancer. You guys are a cancer to our youth.
Now, I told him Marv, as y'all know, has been going in on Wack 100 for a long time. He always goes in on Wack. Now, this time, of course, he goes in on Wack for speaking on Baby Gangster, for speaking on the Compton Crips. Y'all know Wack 100 tried to expose OG Bride Dog, OG Gangster, calling them snitches, especially with OG Gangster. So I told him, Marv, man, he ain't having it, y'all. He really has an issue with Wack speaking on Compton business. He says Wack does not do anything for the kids. He's not from Paru. He can't speak on Compton. He can't even go to Compton. Why is he speaking on Compton business? Why is he speaking on Compton Crips? He feels like, you know, Wack can't speak on nothing Compton, whether it's Paru, Crip. Let me know what y'all think, man, because I told him Marv has had enough, and he really goes in, y'all.
And this is Rat 100 in his fame and glory, being the police that he is. And now he again overstepped his boundary, saying some ironic shit. I don't know what. Baby Gangster is a notable, solid dude out of Compton. And it appalls me to hear this dude that's not from Compton to try to speak on what's going on with a Crip or whatever is in Compton, and Pyros allow this man, Baby Gangster, been in Compton all of his life, pushed the line. I remember back in the 80s, he was a youngster then, him and one of the little homies, we going to court. One of the little, I didn't even know who he was. And Nietzsche, he like, man, that's Baby Gangster from Santana. I'm like, so we chained down him and Baby Gangster. They getting ready to get on the bus. Baby Gangster see him, and they start kicking each other. And I'm like, man, what the hell is y'all doing? And they start spitting. I'm like, bro, y'all got to calm this. I mean, cuz, I'm like, this nigga here is an idiot.
Wow.
He's been He been going through his thing. He's solid. He was the only Crip. Momo's mother, she's in his car club. And for Miss Sneed's birthday, they gave a birthday party at Gonzalez Park. Baby Gangster pulled up with his lowrider. He was the only Compton Crip in Gonzalez Park with all the fruit tiles at Miss Sneed's birthday party. And this Rat 100 wasn't there. He talked about, I got a lowrider too. You've never been on Broadway. You've never been on Crenshaw. Wherever you did, wherever you had your low rider, you had to keep it in Hidden Hills or Calabasas. You ain't never rode it in no hoods because you get it took from you, bro.
So you telling me you ain't seen him out there on Sunday Fun Day? Wack don't be over there?
He's never been to no Sunday Fun Day. He ain't had a low rider for his marathon. He's never been to comp every day. And hear this, he ain't pulled, just like he ain't never pulled up on marathon, he's never been to Compton by himself in his life. He always had to have a babysitter. So all of this talking about these federal agents is killing me. And times are, I was just discussing today with one of the homies about how times have changed. And for Pyrus to allow this idiot, this Yosemite Sam, Big Mouth, to say some stuff about Baby Gangster and ain't nobody pulled up on him, it's ironic. All of these tinsel time gangsters, Pyrus, Bloods, Crips, loudest dude, I got things to do. I'm going to be outside. You're not going to be outside nowhere close. You're going to be outside in Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, San Jose, but you're not outside. You ain't going to go downtown. So, Rat 100, on notice, no matter what it is,
that's his name.
Keep your mouth shut about people in Compton. You're not from Compton, bro. Just like, okay, this rises up on Pyro business now.
Yo, that's crazy.
You run around here with this persona.
Some gangster. Hey, nigga, I'm too gangster. Hey. Ooh, this shit too gangster, they gon' feel it. I been on.
Damn, that nigga straight drop. Now he doing straight time. That's bad, ain't it?
Bodies have been dropping all over the place in Memphis ever since Young Dolph died. And now one of his homies is heating the streets up even more. B.O. Lil Kenny came out of the feds and started popping off in the rap game. But a lot of fans have no idea that he might be sparking a whole new wave of violence in the city. And that's why his homies just got hit with the RICO. A lot of people only heard about B.O. Lil Kenny after he got out of prison and linked up with Quality Control Records. But he's had a name in Memphis for years, and there's a good reason that rumors say he's got a huge bag on his head right now. But before we get into the hats Crew's allegedly catching and why Yo Gotti and the feds both want to take him out, you gotta know about B.O. Lil Kenny's come up. Lil Kenny's from the south side of the city.
Florida drivers, do not pay your auto insurance bill until you hear this. The truth is,
oh, that ain't Kenny Money, though. I remember Kenny Money.
Lil Kenny and Stupid Duke were both rapping, too. And by the time it started Young Mob, Yo Gotti was already one of the biggest rappers in the South. Lil Kenny and his homies didn't have any beef with Gotti at first. And rumors say that Lil Kenny wanted to link up with Yo Gotti in the booth. It's not clear exactly how it went down, but some sources claim that Lil Kenny and Gotti's crews were both in the same club, and Lil Kenny tried to talk to Gotti about making music. But then, the situation went left, and Gotti's crew allegedly started throwing water at the Young Mob dudes. Then in 2010, Lil Kenny's homie OG Boo Dirty got into an argument with Yo Gotti outside a club in Memphis. A dude tried to step in and cool the situation off, but then OG Boo Dirty punched the dude, and both sides started shooting. Lil Kenny was there when it went down too, and everybody ended up getting arrested. OG Boo Dirty got shot in the ass and survived, but someone else got hit and didn't make it out alive. OG Boo Dirty is also Stupid Duke's brother, so after that night, Young Mob was beefing with Yo Gotti and the CMG crew heavy. Somebody had already died because of the beef, but Lil Kenny and Young Mob had other issues with Yo Gotti besides the shooting. Lil Kenny was tied with Young Dolph, and he said that Dolph was one of the only dudes in the city who kept rocking with him when Lil Kenny started catching cases.
Man, you know, Dolph, that was my partner, bro. But it just was like, man, before we talk, even though I'm in jail, you know what I'm saying? We used to keep a little contact here and there, you know what I'm saying? And then look, of course, B.O., this what we gonna do. Just go and get home, you know what I'm saying?
Lil Kenny was trying to make it in the rap game, but he still had both feet in the trenches. A lot of people were giving up on him, but Dolph always pushed Lil Kenny to stay on the grind. There was a good chance that Lil Kenny would have ended up signing to Dolph's paper route label, but then Lil Kenny did 4.5 years in prison, and Dolph was already dead by the time he came home. Dolph getting killed wasn't the only thing that changed, though. OG Boo Dirty was involved with the shooting that really sparked Young Mob's beef with Yo Gotti. And after Gucci signed OG Boo Dirty to his label, they dropped a Yo Gotti diss track, and OG Boo Dirty raps, "Fuck these rappers. I expose these niggas. All these goons can't hold these niggas. Red, white, and blue, you the police, nigga. Shawty get the fire, put a hole in the nigga." But then a few years later, OG Boo Dirty squashed the beef with Gotti. B.O. Lil Kenny wasn't cool with that, but OG Boo Dirty wasn't the only dude from their side who got cool with Gotti. Moneybagg Yo used to be cool with Young Mob and Young Dolph too, but then he ended up signing to Yo Gotti and started chilling with Young Mob's ops from a crew called KSBG. KSBG had a lot of shooters in the city, but they got rappers too like Big 30. Moneybagg Yo sparked a lot of drama when he linked up with Yo Gotti. On the track Questions, Moneybagg said he wasn't speaking on it and rapped, "How you fuck with Gotti? He from the other side. He's my nigga. Man, how that shit happen? Don't worry about it." According to some paperwork, Moneybagg Yo and KSBG putting in work against Young Mob for him. That's why B.O. Lil Kenny's homie Stupid Duke almost got killed by them in 2021. Stupid Duke was chilling outside of a barbershop when the ops slipped through and tried to take him out. But he made it out alive and clapped back a couple years later. In 2023, Stupid Duke and some other dudes from Young Mob tried to snatch a chain from a rapper named Tripstar. Tripstar was signed to Moneybagg Yo back then, and that's allegedly why he had a target on his back from Young Mob. Stupid Duke and his homies allegedly caught Tripstar.
That's bad.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. I'm in here today with the mayor himself, Munchie B, and we're having a conversation with someone who, from my perspective, a very underrated rapper. I feel like everybody needs to take a little bit more time to pay attention to.
Ignite the fairway.
With Fireball.
Jiminy Cricket, you don't even have a club in your hat.
The one and only Bompton Juno. See, I'm never gonna be able to do it.
It's the Bullets podcast today.
Today is the Bullets podcast. That's a fact. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we are bragging. Man, I just felt like I had to convene this panel so we could, get some of the best minds in the LA street rap world together.
Sure.
It's been a minute since I've seen you, Gino, and a lot has happened since then.
Yeah, like what?
Well, we went to New York.
Yeah,
That was your first time in New York.
for sure.
What was the vibe? How'd you appreciate it?
They showed a nigga love.
They did.
Yeah,
We were outside. We were in every hood.
yeah. That shit was fun though. But
Hell yeah.
out here, like Crips, the majority out here in New York, the Bloods is like, that's what it is in New York. Like it's the Bloods out there. Yeah.
We ended up going to a lot of Crip blocks, though, to be honest. Yeah, we started out with the Bloods, but then we went to Bobby Schmurder's neighborhood. We went to Marcy.
So Bobby Smurder a Crip?
Yep.
Okay.
And we went to, Marcy, which is where Jay-Z's from, which I understand is kind of a Crip neighborhood now. And then we went to Brownsville, and I think that particular area we're in was like a Crip neighborhood. That was where we had the one interaction with that one burnt-out fool. That was hilarious.
When he was tweaking?
We were, on the block with this fool, Low-Key Shmoola.
Low-Key trip, what is tripping on?
He starts getting up in the camera and throwing up his C's and shit, and then...
Oh, he had to let his presence be known.
Yeah, and he was drunk as... and then he kind of, goes over to Hitta and Bumpton Juno and says a little something, and then we start to realize,
J3 was there?
Yeah. And we start to realize, oh, shit, the red bandanas are not making this extremely drunk Crip very happy. But Low-Key Shmoola kind of shut it down pretty quickly, to be honest.
As he should.
Yeah. It was a good vibe, though. Okay, so, all right. I want the official Gino review of New York City, though, because I'm so intrigued by you going there for the first time.
Man, like I said, man, they showed the love. Like as soon as they stepped off the plane type shit. Then we went to the Patterson Projects. it was like 100 Bloods out there.
He gets off the plane and immediately goes to a basketball court with like 100 Bloods shooting a music video. So it's like he leaves LA and just goes right to the center of the Blood universe in New York at that moment.
Yeah, type
It was
shit.
a beautiful thing.
It was crazy to me though, like seeing all the police just out there, just hanging around and shit. Like,
yeah.
They wasn't tripping? Nah, they wasn't tripping. But it's like, damn, like what's the...
Yeah, what are they?
Nigga, it would have been time to go type shit out here. Like, yeah.
Bro, you gotta understand, it's like a skinny street with like cars parked on both sides, and there's only like 2 lanes. We pull up 8 cars deep, and they just double park on this busy ass street and completely fuck up the flow of traffic. There's cops right there. There's 100 dudes wearing red bandanas doing a music video on the basketball court. The cops did not say a word. They just sat over there, watched a little bit.
But that's tricky though, cause it's like they got that Rico shit out there. Like they got a Rico everywhere. What you talking about? Yeah, that's tricky though. What Rico in New York? What you talking about? Nigga, Diddy don't count.
He said Diddy don't count.
No, they got that gang shit. Like, they shit is like different. No, I know that gun laws is crazy. You get years for a gun out here. You can just like get some county time. Yeah. They gun laws, they trip.
Yeah, I feel like it's the kind of scenario where the cops like, it's just, you know, you're 2 cops. You're just not going to be able to shut down 100 dudes
What we doing
in a
today,
basketball
y'all?
court. Like, realistically, if
I'm
they
gonna be on
want
here
to do
for about
something
3
about it,
hours.
they're going to need to
I
get
need
like
y'all to
10
get them
more
lights up.
cars full of dudes to pull up.
I need
And
some
then
lights.
realistically,
So make
it's
sure y'all
probably
like
just
it.
easier for them to let everybody shoot the music
Make sure
video
you
and then
like,
go on
share,
their way.
subscribe.
You know, like if they're not doing anything super crazy, like
Get them
that's the
lights up,
vibe I
y'all.
got. Is that the cops just got to pick and choose their battles out
If
there.
it's 2 cops, is it 2 cops because that's all? No, it was way more than 2 cops though. No, cause they even had the paddy wagons out there and all that.
For real? I only saw like 1 squad car.
Paddy wagons was at the end of the block.
Oh, really?
This way.
Maybe they were waiting for us to fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. It was finna haul us up out of there. But for some reason, I ain't got no desire to go to New York, bro. Like, they use public, like they use the subways to go everywhere and all that little shit. I ain't with that shit.
You don't got to use the subway though. We're just driving around.
But it take forever to get there, right?
Yeah, it is kind of like that.
They need some freeways, bro. They gotta open. They got freeways. So, is they freeways towed up too?
The traffic in New York City is worse than almost anywhere you've ever been in your life for sure. But like also we're going out to like the Bronx, which is like very far away from Manhattan and shit. So
okay,
it's a
I
lot
think
more.
The Bronx is equivalent to Watts out here. I think Harlem probably equivalent to Inglewood.
I mean, Harlem is nice now, kind of. It's like a little tiny bit hood still, but it's also like Harlem is like very cultural. Like there's a lot of colleges, schools, people, the businesses. It's like, I don't know, but like when you think of the Bronx definitely has like a way higher murder rate, crime rate in general. So like for sure.
I ain't talking about the murder. I'm talking about like the griminess. Like it give all the women from Bronx that they talk.
Like a bunch of Cardi B's.
Like Remy pretty as and she talk masculine, bro. That shit turn a nigga off.
She's too tough. Right. But you don't feel like the girls from like the hood out here are kind of on the same wavelength? They
hard on the outside, they soft on the inside. They get mushy and shit.
I don't talk to the girls that you usually come through with, but usually I'm assuming that they're like mega gangster if you were to try something.
Oh, the ones I come through with?
Yeah. I just feel like you're not hanging out with Munchie B unless you're on some gangster ass shit.
Any female I deal with like that, they not gang.
Oh yeah.
But they aware and they know what's going on because they around me. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. But okay, so then we come back from New York, and then Giuno and King Pill end
I'm
up
building my channel. I'm ready to make my channel way bigger than what it was before. So I gotta get all my views up. I got about 1,000 views yesterday. That was awesome. I can't even lie. I felt that shit yesterday. Like, you can ask me anything. I'll answer. You know what I'm saying? So it's a chat down there, right inside the chat. Only thing you gotta do is write in the chat. When you write inside the chat, I'm gonna answer right back. Make sure y'all get them likes up, because I had a lot of likes yesterday. I mean, shit. You ask me a goofy question, I'm gonna give you a goofy answer. You just gotta be ready for it, though. That's all I got to say about that whole situation. Shit. And if I don't know about it, I can find out about it. I hope everybody doing okay in New Jersey. I heard they had an earthquake. I don't know how that shit worked. Like, bro, they had an earthquake in New Jersey. Like, what the fuck?
And you
I
were
remember
just
when I
down for
lived in
whatever they
Maryland.
wanted to
They
do
had
in
an
that
earthquake. They
situation.
had an
I was
earthquake.
on
I
the
think it was
song.
like in
Yeah,
like,
I was on the
I don't
song
know where
that
the
we were
earthquake
shooting a
was
video
at,
for.
but I know
So
we
of
felt
course
it in
I'm
Maryland and it was
wherever
in
the
Virginia.
locations is at. What's that, Slide First? No,
That was the Slide First remix, yeah.
no, that.
Oh, you guys were shooting something else that day.
We had something else going on.
Oh, okay.
That video come out yet?
I want y'all to get them
No,
likes
the
up,
footage
though.
got
I
scrapped.
need some more
Why
likes.
get scrapped?
It is free.
You gotta holler
Click
at
the
his
like
manager.
button. Click, click. There
Hey,
you
look,
go.
hold on.
Don't need all my likes.
This what I was puzzled about, right? Why you apologize? I didn't apologize. It's on like, okay, so that's clickbait. That's clickbait. That you apologize for going over there doing whatever, like the video pop up recording. That's clickbait, right? Yeah, that's clickbait. When they say Juno apologizes and they don't, the neighborhoods don't say his apology. I never said sorry. I never said I apologize. Woo woo.
Pill apologized initially, so I feel like you got kind of roped into that.
Hold on. I don't think Pill apologized. He let him know that he was doing that to bring him out to pump up the fight.
Right.
Exactly. He didn't apologize.
Click that
he
like
said
button,
he wasn't on
everybody.
no
I need you to get them likes up today.
He was trying to bring him out
I
so he
need
could
100
squabble.
likes.
That's what Pill said. But then
I need
it was some
100
clickbait
likes.
shit that
Each
said,
person that come in
you
here, I
don't
need
know
you to hit
apologize.
that like button.
That's
I'm trying to
clickbait.
pop up on the
Okay. I'm glad to hear that shit. It's clickbait. That's why I'm tripping. Like you listen to it. The nigga clearly like, oh, so it asked me, is this an apology from Life to Juno? And I'm like, bro, that's not an apology. It's a clarification. That niggas didn't go over there. You feel me? Oh, so you spoke too though, because I only heard narrations of people speaking on your behalf. Yeah. So you said something in your own words? In my own words. And you said like, what? This is not an apology. This is a clarification. Okay. A nigga want to clarify, like, niggas didn't have no intent to go over there and, like, do no gang type shit. Right. Because if that was the case, it wouldn't be on the internet, like, in that manner. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right, because Pill's plan was to basically be able to go there and just do it as a boxing promo. And then, obviously, all of the channels are going to kind of run with their own narrative, which is going to be like, oh, shit, King Pill and Bomb Juno are striking and stating that there is now a war on this area.
Yeah, they blew it up like that type shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's...
Hey, I'm Dr. Spencer Russell. And I'm Dr. Alex McCree. And we're here at Jack's Implants and Dentures to talk to you today about the differences in full mouth implants and what options you have available. There's quite a few options out there, and we spend an immense amount of time explaining to patients what is possible, what is even in the realm of possibility for each specific patient, and also, more importantly, as a lot of people come to find out, a lot of people don't talk about their cost, and we're going to be very transparent today about what all options there are, and then what would be on the back end of how much that costs on each option. With that started, to keep it kind of quick today, we'll let Dr. Russell take it away, and he'll start with option number one. So these are our traditional denture options. So with these, you're getting pre-made teeth, these carded teeth, set in an acrylic base. So with these, you're looking at best anywhere from 10 to maybe 30% of your maximum chewing force. So with that, you're not going to be able to eat a lot of the things that you want to. On top of that, the whole roof of your mouth is covered, and that's where a lot of your taste buds are. So one of the main complaints we hear from people, other than their dentures don't stay in place and they're falling out, is that they can't taste their foods like they used to, and everything just tastes really bland to them. So really the only time I recommend this to people is when we're just stuck with cost and there's really no other option we can go with. Then dentures are your option there, but it's never going to be your best option. How do those stay in? So with an upper denture, you can get a little bit of suction. That's why we cover the roof of your mouth. With a lower denture, you're really never going to get any of that suction. And they just never fit that well. You always have to use some adhesive to stay in place. And you still have that concern of when you're eating certain things or if you were to laugh, they have the risk of falling out. I don't know if you've seen that video of the grandma skydiving. She opens her mouth and you see the set of dentures just go flying into the wind. So, I mean, with our other options, you wouldn't have to worry about that, but it is a possibility with traditional dentures. So, we really don't like to recommend these unless we just absolutely have to finance these. All right, so from there, now our next option up is our snap-in denture or our overdentures. So with these, very similar concept, traditional denture, but now we're adding implants into your jawbone to allow us to secure this implant. So anywhere from 2 to 4 implants on the bottom and 4 implants on top. And with these, after 4 months, when those implants have healed, we put little snaps in. So you can kind of see these little nylon inserts, and then we have little caps on top of the implant. And then so you place this in your mouth, and you can hear this snap, and know that this is nice and secure in place. You still get a little bit of rock here. So because of that, we're talking anywhere from 50 to 65% of your maximum chewing force. So as you can see, way big increase from your traditional dentures, but still talking being able to eat maybe half the foods that you want to.
What are some drawbacks of that? So obviously they're better than dentures, and they snap in.
But you still have acrylic. So you do have that risk of fracture. Because acrylic is just a lot weaker, you have to worry about the whole denture snapping or teeth popping off. You do also have the maintenance cost of these snaps wearing out over time. On average, we get maybe about a year out of them before they get a little too loose and they're maybe not staying in like you would want them to.
What are the cleaning methods of a denture? Or do you have to soak them every night? Do you have to take them out?
So as long as you're keeping them clean, I do recommend wearing them all the time.
I watched the whole
You have to
video.
take them out at least once or twice a day. Use a denture brush, some warm soapy water, clean everything really well, and then you still want to come around and clean around the implants themselves. Otherwise, this gum tissue can get inflamed, and then you can cause your implants to fail. So you still want to make sure you keep things really nice and clean. But for a lot of people, that means after they eat, pop them out, brush it real quick, pop them back in.
And I would say the biggest advantage I'm not sure they touched on yet was on the upper denture, that covers the roof of your mouth. That is, you can't taste foods quite as well anymore. Right? So you don't think about it having actually some taste buds on the roof of the mouth, but it makes quite a big difference so you can't taste. So on the upper denture here, when you have 4 implants placed across the top, you actually can take out the roof of the mouth, and so it's not relying fully on the suction anymore. Now it still has the flanges right here, so it's going to kind of stick over the ridge of the gums, and stick kind of a little bit on the cheek side here, but it actually can stay in so you can taste food a little bit better.
And as Dr. Cree kind of alluded to there, you do still have these full flanges on the snap-in dentures and the regular denture options. For a lot of people, that may mean that your lips are a little bit more bulky, and your lips kind of have to work their way and get used to wrapping around those, versus our all-on-4 options don't have that flange.
So that brings us to our all-on-4 options, which goes by a lot of different trade names: all-on-4, all-on-X, all-on-6, full mouth implant bridges, teeth in a day, teeth in an hour. There's so many that people come up with all over the place. But it all basically is referring to the same thing: fixed implant, bridge of teeth, on implant that are delivered either the same day or the next day. So you go from teeth, or if you're in dentures, obviously not teeth, but immediately after implant placement, the teeth are actually screwed on, and so you walk out basically that day with teeth screwed in. Now, typically we start with a temporary set. There are some centers out there that will say immediate final, and we'll get into that, why that may not be a great idea. We have the ability to do that, but we try to have the patient's best interest at heart when we're doing these type of procedures. So you would walk out that day, basically you would not see above that, and you don't see any flanges here. So these teeth right here, this actual set designed off a patient that we've done here, this is what you would walk out with. And like he alluded to earlier, everything can be custom designed. So you'll see different color gums, different shaped teeth, different shades. Everything can be completely customized to fit your face. We actually use photos here. We actually bring everything in. Everything is digitally made. So that way it fits.
Make sure you get them likes up. I need likes today. Like, share, subscribe.
Or at least
I need
match
all
what
that.
your expectations are going to be
It's free.
aesthetically.
So after your 3 months of healing process, now we're going into our finals. So for our finals, we have a couple of different options here.
Yeah, it's free.
Our main option that we recommend.
That's absurd, fool. Like I said, if that was the time we was on, we wouldn't have had
I'm
cameras
here.
on and shit. We over here, where you niggas at now? We don't. I don't operate like that. You feel me? So I wouldn't even partook in that. So that's why I didn't feel like it was a reason for me to apologize, because niggas didn't come over there with that type of intent. You feel me? So.
But so do you have any kind of like mixed feelings about going there in general? Like, is that something you would do again, or did it end up feeling like, damn, that was probably a little too OD?
I mean, nah, I wouldn't like do it again. Just based on the fact, like, nigga, unless a nigga like was tapped in with some of them niggas, like, look, fool, nigga, like,
this was finna happen. Like, we finna be over there with Wack. You feel me? Like, my homies was getting a lot of calls and shit from them over there. So, you know, my phone was ringing. A couple other homies and shit, phone was ringing. So, it made the internet made it bigger than what it really was. I feel it.
But Munchie, what did you think about it, and why were you? What did you think about the idea of there being an apology, even though that wasn't reality?
I used to feel like as gangbangers, you know, if you're somebody else's section and you record, you trying to deliberately be disrespectful. So when the clickbait say apology, I was like, that ain't what you apologizing for. You know what you doing before you did it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, but he said that he was making a clarification. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. But it did. I mean, either way, it didn't matter because like they crips it. Niggas pyros and whatever. If it's disrespect, it's disrespect. That's how I thought also. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is type shit.
If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER
Make sure
for
y'all
low
hit that
bonus
like,
at checkout.
that share,
Shout out Everything
subscribe.
420.
I'm here all day. I'm gonna be streaming. We can talk about anything. Comment below. Comment below. I'll definitely answer. So anything you want to say, I'm definitely here for you.
Every day,
Yeah.
I am speaking to families that say, I want to go to a different school.
Ask
We
me
used to have to
anything.
fight to get her up to go to school, and there was a lot of tears, and do I have to go?
In a traditional education
Yep.
setting, it's very rigid in structure. Learners don't have that opportunity to make choices about what they're learning, how they're learning.
I agree more and talk to y'all. Ask me anything. I'm here to answer. Nigerian street food guy. Man, I don't want that.
Go away, Red Knight 8872 thing with a $5. That's Chuckles get squirrel. Do Chuckles get activated? They said that's raccoon mixed with squirrel fur. No, that's your mama's hair. That's your mama's hair mixed with your granny. Raccoon with squirrel fur. Somebody said.
Everybody here. It's not like now that you have people coming from Cuba for 15 years and everybody has a family here. Yeah, we were one of the first ones. Right. We didn't have anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you knew Sal and Willie from 12 years old.
Yes.
How? Just in the neighborhood?
No, my mom used to work at a factory, and her best friend was family with William Tabby's mom. So that's how we get to know them.
It was a tight community back then.
Yes, yes.
Wow. How old are they compared to you?
They're Tabby's like 5 years older than me. William Sal 10 years older than me.
Okay, who's Tabby?
My sister's husband.
Okay.
Willie Falcone's brother.
I see.
That's Tabby.
I see. So you were an in-law of them almost.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. So you're 12 years old when you meet them, so it's the late 70s, like 77.
Yeah, like 70, 75, 76, 77.
Okay, so the cocaine is starting to flow little by little at that point.
At that point, yes.
What's up, everyone? I've heard people complaining lately that they haven't been seeing new episodes of The Connect popping up on their YouTube timelines. Do me a quick favor, subscribe to the channel and then go hit that alert bell so you get notified whenever we drop new content. It really helps us out and it keeps you up to date on everything that we're doing. All right, back to Pepe Rosero. Hey guys, this summer I will be on the road doing stand-up comedy.
Man, nobody wants to watch these podcasts anymore. Thing about it, it's like,
welcome back, YouTube. As y'all see, I'm in the whip right now, and it's pouring down.
The $5 Big Breakfast deal is back at Wawa for a limited time.
well, Reggie got a music video. Let's hear this shit.
What you about to do? What you want to do about that shit, then? I mean, fuck that. I'm trying to get back now on stream right now. Everybody on stream. Everybody. Fuck it, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it on stream. Fuck it, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it.
Oh, he had a whole new video for real. Yeah, he crazy.
这个二师兄啊，去西天取经路上好吃懒做，被大师兄拿这把割路刀给宰了，全部送给我阿相打我。哦，这个水这么大，肯定也会有大祸的。二师兄肯定不会让我失望的。好，Thank you。阿相阿文，听我指令，向前方开炮。
Man, they did that. The harvest devilfish. Let me see. Man, that looks like a person. It's a devilfish.
箱子拿过来，抓点水，抓点水。这里还有个，还有，看到了，跟石头颜色一模一样。要欺骗我的眼睛没有？哇，这条狗菜也是够大了，至少有个15斤吧。所以现在一斤200块钱，就是1000块钱到手了。来，空运给你。1、2、3。这我们打窝的鱼啊，腐烂掉了。呀，好臭啊！你看，哇，呀，用鱼打窝，是来鱼，鱼换鱼，换来了一条更贵，这也要这也不香了，非常非常贵的，一斤要30块，要不要养好？ 不要拿去摔。这里一只，这什么东西？我真刁啊！哇，好有力气啊！我又拿几个，来了，黑雕，还有一条什么雕？真雕。你看，这个黑雕跟真雕它是有差别的，这个比较贵，150，这一斤40。我看到了，红红的。哎呦，这贵了，4000货，高富帅呀！哇！之前我一个高富帅又来了，香港那边叫4.13哈，然后大陆叫
Red spotted grouper is very expensive. They got red spotted grouper.
更贵，非常贵。
Yeah.
哇，看我抓到什么尾巴了！哇！
I need to get my likes up, get my views up. I want it, y'all. For real. 1 hour.
虽然这个水有点深，可是我隐隐约约看到你的影子。哇，还有一只，2只。左右开弓。
Get my funds up, get my funds up.
来双上。哎呦，珍珠斑哦。
Alright. So.
哇，这条车子鱼。跟黄花鱼一样。是啊，可是这个北黄花鱼更好吃。
Everybody ask me a question,
黑黑的，肯定是配照来的。
I got one person in here. One person is good enough right now. I need that one person to give me 1 like.
真掉。
If I get 2 people, I need 2 likes.
接完我这边，哎呦，好没了，这边一个，哇！
I'm not getting off until I get all my likes today. So make sure y'all like my channel. If you want me to get offline, like my shit. You don't like my shit, I'm not getting
看我直接扑倒你们。2只黑雕。哎，这里还有。 这个呢，黑雕还是可以的哈，又肥又大。哇哇，这个鲈鱼2斤。嘿，哎呀，哇，手被刺进去了。哇，你看它愤怒的时候背上是有刺的，我刚手就是被刺到了。哇，受了好痛。哇，不知道这刺有没有毒。哇，爆土了，爆土了！你看，来了，在这里。我堵住它的前面的路。 来，宝贝，你要去哪里呀？哇啊，这个小小的太小了吧，扔掉，不要了，放生了。呀。
The real New Year is almost here. Grab all their faves, from Lunchable.
到大海去了，就是这么帅。哇，又来一只哦，胸雷，1斤多黑雕。
Black snapper. They got black snappers, red snappers. They got everything.
水手美鱼啊，抓一只给你们看一下。哇，非洲来的珍珠斑。再来一只，口氏成山，第3条口山。刚才那条大的，这条小的，一家3口。这至少60斤了，而且都是之前我很多。鲨鱼啦，魔鬼鱼啦。
They got manta rays. They got big ass devilfish though.
就在这里看多了。那今天的最大的收获就是这条东海龙王的儿子魔鬼鱼。哇，还有3条鲨鱼，兄啊！今天这个赤点石斑啊，正贵也抓了3只啊，这1斤都是30、40的。你看大海蓟、鲈鱼、真鲷。 包公啊，珍珠斑啊，七七八八的，好多鱼啊！给它全部拿去卖了，估计至少能卖个6000块钱，这一条就卖1000块钱了。走，阿爸回家。走。
They said they ready to take them home.
物价找老大。这1斤要多少钱？400。
1024，1187。
They got some money.
1000块，刚刚好。哇。210。
How much do they pay? $1,000.
好不好？对，好吧。你给我3块钱就没掉了。我去。然后我们，简单预估一下，今天我们留了两条鱼啊，犒劳一下自己啊，回家做美食。好，走。今天我们大丰收啊，然后留了2条鱼，一条海鲫鱼没有卖，我们拿去犒劳一下自己。
Bro, they got a hot pot. What kind of flame is that? That's what I'm doing, bad flame.
上菜了。鲈鱼的话，我们切块啊，然后来做汤。做汤之前先给它煎一下，这样它吃起来会口感更好。放点生姜煎好，好，这生姜入味。
The fuck did they just throw in there? Everybody still at church right now? I'm pretty sure they are. Get your thumbs up, get your thumbs up. What I need to do, I need for everybody to join in onto my live. Everybody. I'm waiting for the next episode of the jumper to come out, but I don't know when that's coming out. I'm gonna take them and hang up on my clothes. I already ate breakfast and lunch at the same time, so I ain't worried about that too much. I'm gonna pay for my shoes. That's why I'm gonna be like how to clean shoes properly. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna clean my shoes. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie McQueen, and as you can see by the title, we're going to be cleaning some very dirty white.
So I gotta get toothpaste.
Don't let the fear of spills stop you from wearing your favorite sneakers. Reshoevnator Signature Kit is a better way to clean all your sneakers. Whether you're looking for a quick clean or a deep clean, this is the kit you need. The 3 different brushes break down all the surface dirt while the laundry system fully flushes out the mesh material. You can achieve these results too by picking up your very own Signature Kit at...
I don't know fucking Signature Kit.
JD Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. Get 0% APR for
tomorrow. I gotta go to the store.
Hi, I'm Mariah, and today I'm going to show you how to clean your own shoes at home. So if you want to clean your own shoes, there's a few supplies you're going to need. 8 cups of water, a half a cup of vinegar, and a 1/4 cup of baking soda. Once you're done mixing your solution, put it into a handy spray bottle for application. I'm Mariah. Thanks for watching.
Okay, alright. That's what's up. Alright.
Look, this man was nibbling on a spray can in front of people to get their attention, but don't fall for the trick. First, he puts a shoe on the table and cleans it with the spray until all the dirt disappears, making it look brand new. However, there's a catch. He only cleans one shoe for free. If you want the other one done, you'll have to buy the spray. Yet, you still haven't liked. Look, this man was nibbling on a spray can in front of people to get their attention, but don't fall for the trick. First, he puts a shoe on the table and cleans it with the spray until all the dirt disappears, making it look brand new. However, there's a catch. He only cleans one shoe for free. If you want the other one done, you'll have to buy the spray. Yet, you still...
Be happy being you. It's easy to stare in the mirror, hitting everything you see. Be happy being you. It's easy to stare in the mirror, hitting everything you see.
Oh, didn't motherfucker use hair polish remover? Damn.
Let me tell you about my mistake while unyellowing shoes. So I saw this video on YouTube and I tried it for myself. It's hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. Welcome to my channel. I'm HJ. Please like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Every single comment said all I need to do is do hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, leave it overnight, and I tried it and it was a fail. So I did Sol Bright. Sol Bright says you need to leave it in the sun. I did that and look at this. It was absolutely perfect. Then I got a few comments.
But wait, there's more.
The commenters were really nice and they pretty much said you need to put this in the sun also. So I went ahead and I did the whole thing over again, but this time after putting plastic wrap on it, I put it in the sun for about 4 hours. I washed the shoes off and here you guys can see the side-by-side comparison. Baking soda and peroxide is cheaper and less toxic, but the Sol Bright is still better. I think I would have to do this one more time with baking soda and peroxide to get the whiteness that Sol Bright provides. Please like and subscribe. Also, check out how crusty that back heel is. I didn't do anything to the back heel. Overall, Sol Bright still does win, but baking soda and hydrogen peroxide is a cheap, quick, and effective method. I'd love to hear what you guys...
Okay, alright. I'm learning how to do it little by little.
Welcome back to Energy and Cleaning and Life Hacks. If you ever wondered what happens when you put hydrogen peroxide on your feet, I'm going to show you something super cool, and then I have a surprise ingredient for you. This is getting down and dirty here, but let's just take a good peek here at my heels. Not
Everyone has toothpaste around. Good thing we can use it to clean more than just our teeth. Toothpaste is going to work great on the rubber soles on shoes. And of course, this is my cleaning toothbrush. I don't use this on my teeth. This works really well. These are old shoes. This toothpaste is cleaning them right up. And I can clean all around this shoe with just a small amount of toothpaste. I mean, look at this difference. And this only took a few minutes. Everyone has toothpaste around. Good.
Yeah. So that's all I want to say about that shit today. Ask me anything. I'm going to answer. Like, share, subscribe. I don't know what I'm going to do today. See, streaming is harder than what people think it is, though, for real. Because number one, you have to be engagement. Because once you don't have any engagement, shit is just whack. And like you see how my content is today, I don't have anything to engage with you guys with, other than I could have went to the beach this weekend. I could have been laid up all weekend. Best shit. But I chose to stay my dumb ass home. I'm tripping. Oh, tripping.
They're friendly, right, Jared?
I could have been at the beach.
It's a hot boy party, all the hot girls in the building. I'm trying to stress that pussy out. I need some sexual healing. I'm on a serious vibe. I don't be hiding my feelings. I wanted you on my side. Now you right here in my vision. And girl, I like it when you wear your hair braided in different colors. I can't let you out my circle. Feel like I'm a ringling brother. And we can have discussions about what we think of each other. But I'd rather take my clothes off, fuck something and doze off. Fuck something and doze off. Take my clothes off, fuck something and doze off.
Man, he on one. Fuck something and doze off.
So there's a fella named Corey in Kansas, and he contacted me and said, "Hey, Terry, could you make some potato chip bark from these zesty jalapeno chips from my hometown?" And I said, "Bark? Well, as long as you get a full batch of it, because the bark would be okay, because we're not contaminating the chocolate with it. Steve's making it on freezer paper, and he's dumping the chocolate on top. There's no cross-contamination with his chocolate kettle, so we won't be getting spices everywhere." And he agreed to a full batch. He's really interested. So he sent us a big box of chips, and he sent us some to try. So these are the jalapeno chips. Arts and Mary's jalapeno homestyle.
Damn. I'm telling you.
U.S. labor activist has been assaulted by IDF, Israeli Defense Forces in Gaza. Put it up full mass. I have a story to tell you. Saturday night, the Israeli Defense Forces intercepted and boarded the Handala, an aid ship that attempted to reach Gaza as part of the Freedom Flotilla Coalition. We've talked about this.
That's crazy. Make sure y'all like my channel today. We out here.
Today we're going to be fishing with an automatic hook setting rod. It's telescopic, it just pops right out. Just pops right out. And then we have this lever action right here, guys. We fold this down, and then it's going to lock into place. We wrap our line around here.
And tomorrow marks 1 week since 11 people were shot, one of them killed in an... And tomorrow marks 1 week since 11 people were shot.
11 people?
In a mass shooting along Atlanta's Edgewood Avenue. That shooting was one of several in what was a violent weekend for the city. And this morning, we're taking a look at what groups are doing aimed at preventing lives from being taken senselessly. 11 lives. Gilad Malabat has more.
We shouldn't have to feel this way.
Angela Verdon shares her pain.
I'm a mother without a child.
She's speaking to those who came together Saturday to raise awareness about crime victim compensation after losing her son to gun violence.
Come today, pleading with my city to put the guns down. I don't want another mother to feel the pain that I feel.
But recently, that pain is striking dozens more families.
We haven't had a weekend like this in a long time.
At least 5 people were killed and more than 30 others were injured over 4 days in shootings in Atlanta last weekend.
Please learn how to.
Oh, this was last week they got a shooting like that.
We don't have to shoot and kill one another. We can resolve conflict in another way.
Finding those other resolutions is exactly what the mentorship group.
I'm here for y'all. So on Silent Library. Ask me anything.
What is the logical outcome?
In coming to catch President Scott Hughes says the organization
anything.
works
You
with
can
all
ask me
ages,
anything
but
you
primarily
want to
targets
ask me.
middle and
Ask
high
me.
school.
Ask me anything.
We want to get them while they're shaping their opinion. For some reason, they don't understand that the bullet never stops.
You can do it.
It goes to
Ask
that
me
person.
anything.
It hits their family. It hits their kids. It hits their community. and helping them to understand the
Only
value
thing I'm gonna
of
do
life
is sit
is
there.
what
I
this
will
is all
answer the
about.
He
questions.
believes
And
what
keep it
those young
moving.
people see is
Make
what
sure
they'll
that you
be.
like,
So 100 Black
share,
Men shows them a
subscribe.
positive life through mentorship and new
Make
opportunities,
sure that you
even
like
traveling
though.
abroad. He
Like
says the
my
goal of
channel,
activities
like my
self-defense
video,
classes,
like my live, like
or
all of it.
splat art,
And the Splat Room is such a creative way for them to come together.
is to give the kids a way to express themselves and along the way learn how to not turn to violence.
And you find out you have some amazingly resilient kids that are brilliant, and if just shown a different way or just exposed to a different option, they would take it.
Gilad Malamed, 11 Alive News.
100 Black Men was actually supposed to have a Summer of Peace community event yesterday, but it was canceled due to the rain. It's been rescheduled, and we have those details on our website, 11alive.com. And due to this recent spike in gun violence we've seen across the city, Atlanta rapper Quavo, along with his Rocket Foundation, has launched an emergency trauma therapy fund. The rapper founded the Rocket Foundation after his nephew and fellow Migos member Takeoff was shot and killed 3 years ago. Now he's calling on the community to support others impacted by the ongoing gun violence crisis. Donations to the emergency fund will go toward therapy and support services for those impacted by the recent shootings. This effort, of course, comes on the heels of more than a dozen shootings in the city last week. The foundation says 2 of its own members were among those killed, including an 18-year-old at Empire Park. And the other, Coach Aaron Hines, known as Coach Ball. Hines was a leader in the Rocket Foundation's Offender Alumni Program.
I remember a story from the 70s of a bus crashing into the Amazon River in Brazil. The people inside were eaten alive by piranhas. Horrific stories like this have been circulating since the discovery of South America. But every single piece of scientific research I've found says that piranhas don't kill people.
They say piranhas don't kill people. All the movies we done seen.
What's the word, y'all? I'm Phantom. I'm a bit of a food connoisseur, a food enthusiast. I'm not a chef or nothing like that, but I am a hood chef. You know how I feel about food. You know how I feel about
Think you've seen it all when it comes to...
I don't want that.
This is me hiding in a live stream with Kai Cenat, along with some of the biggest streamers in the entire world. And nobody noticed. You guys know the deal. Anytime chat calls me out, they get a point. And anytime I go undetected, I get a point. If I win, all you have to do is subscribe.
I'm gonna interrupt you, Mr. Lee. You're on a non-reporting probation anyway. So if they've had you reporting monthly, you didn't have to do that.
I said that originally, but they told me that the judge don't make the rules here. That was the quote that they...
Who told you that? Oh, hold on. Mr. Flanagan, call Mr. Farmer right now. Call him right now. Yes. It's gonna be a great day.
Welcome to another jaw-dropping courtroom moment, but today, the spotlight isn't just on the defendant.
I'll never know her name.
When someone is working this hard to change their life, the court needs to honor that, not create new hurdles.
You have done some you did choices.
Yes, ma'am.
Through eBay, and then you've completed 8 of the 10 gamblers counseling. Well, let's see. That she's saying two different things. How many gamblers counseling is left?
I finished all 10.
Oh, you did?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When did you finish? Because she just sent me this.
This would have been last week on, I believe Friday was the last day. I remember she said she was leaving the office Thursday. So Mr. Mooney was trying to get in contact with her, I believe, to email her to let her know that I was completed. But he assured her that I will be finished before this court date.
Okay, let me see who I'm talking about, because she does her probation orders different, updates different. Let's see who sent me this.
Is about to ask a simple question. Do I still need to check in? And that's going to light a firestorm. What follows is one of the wildest and most empowering courtroom corrections we've seen in a while. Buckle up.
And do the normal probation process until January.
What do you mean by that? Tell me, what do you do? What's the normal probation process?
Well, because originally they were telling me that once I came into this review, I could have the potential to be discharged from the probation since I had did all the classes and everything like that.
So here,
right now,
I'm gonna interrupt you, Mr. Lee. You're on a non-reporting probation anyway. So if they've had you reporting monthly, you didn't have to do that.
Ask me anything.
I said that originally, but they told me that the judge don't make the rules here. That was the quote that they.
Who told you that? Oh, hold on. Mr. Flanagan, call Mr. Farmer right now. Call him right now. Yes. It's gonna be a great day.
There it is. The judge don't make the rules here. That's the line. That's the exact moment Judge Bryant goes from calm to absolutely done. Think about the implications court-ordered probation, overridden by someone in the probation office. That's not just bad practice, it's borderline illegal. Judge Bryant's response, swift, loud, and righteous. She demands a live call with Mr. Farmer. She's not letting this slide, not today.
Call him right now. I need you to tell us who told you that. Call them right now. Matter of fact, you can call Mr. Wade too. Call them right now. Yes. I like you, Mr. Lee. I like you. You didn't even mean to tell on them, but you did.
Yeah, I didn't. It's Miss Bryson. She's no longer there anymore. That was the former probation officer that I had.
Let me make sure they have a meeting with probation while you on here. Let's make sure they have a meeting with the probation, because if I ever hear somebody say that again, I'm gonna hold them in contempt.
Understood.
Yeah, but we gonna do this right now. Oh, I'm so excited.
What would you do if someone in the government...
You say that in front of the supervisor, so we can make sure that no other probation...
Completed the gamblers counseling classes.
Right, and then I'm gonna discharge him without him ever having to go see probation again. See how that works? Because I do make the rules, Mr. Lee.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm just gonna have to let him see the tape, because I'm not gonna hold you here. He didn't log right in, and so I'm not gonna hold you, but you don't have to report to them. So I did notice on the register of action there was a report date. Oh, maybe you just had a report day.
Yeah, I had one the other day. It's been monthly, and then I'll go do the drug screen as well. Every
drug
month.
Screen?
They've been having me do a drug screen. I was like, I don't even smoke, or my case had nothing to do with anything, drug related, but I've been doing a drug screen every month.
Mr. Lee, let me apologize on behalf of the court.
This part hits hard. Mr. Lee, who doesn't use drugs and wasn't convicted of a drug offense, was forced to undergo monthly drug tests that weren't court-ordered. He spent over $150 complying with bogus demands. And Judge Bryant, she doesn't just apologize. She credits him financially and wipes that nonsense off the table. This is what judicial accountability looks like. Not just correcting the system, but making it right for the individual. Powerful.
And I'm thankful that Miss Bryson no longer works here, because she might have got fired today.
Understood.
So you do not have to drug test. My order specifically says no urinalysis was ordered. And so what I'm going to do is refund you any money that you have paid for your drug screens. So where were you testing?
It was a Rochester Hills location. I forget the name of it, but it was like a few minutes from my house. I went there, I believe twice when I couldn't make it all the way to Detroit within the day, so I would go there. So I only did that like twice. It was like $40 total there, and then the other time they would make me come out to the court to do it.
You said the other times, so you have tested every month since I put you on probation?
Mr. Farmer logs in, and you can feel the mood shift. Judge Bryant lays it out. Mr. Lee was lied to, misled, and extorted. The probation officer who told him the judge doesn't make the rules is Ganand, probably lucky she is. The courtroom isn't just about punishment, it's about restoring trust. This is why we love Judge Bryant. She doesn't just enforce the rules, she defends them.
Yes, ma'am, every month.
That's a mess. Okay. Oh, that's a mess. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deduct. Come on screen, Mr. Farmer. Good morning. Mr. Farmer, who is just, he is.
Good morning, Your Honor.
He is justice. Every time he come on here, I feel like justice is behind him. Mr. Farmer, this is Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, say hi to Mr. Farmer.
How you doing, Mr. Farmer?
How you doing?
Mr. Farmer, Mr. Lee used to be supervised by someone who no longer works here. So that's good, because they might have got fired today if they still worked here. Miss Bryson. Miss Bryson told Mr. Lee, who she made report to probation every month, that I don't make the rules. He told her it's a non-reporting probation. Miss Bryson told him the judge don't make the rules.
Judge Bryant doesn't just forgive, she recalculates. She reduces Mr. Lee's balance, offers credit for the drug screens, and clarifies that no further reporting is required. All he has to do is show proof of counseling and paint a new reduced balance. This is a textbook example of restorative justice honoring effort, correcting institutional failure, and giving defendants a real chance to move forward. She even praises Mr. Lee for being honest.
We make the rules. Not only did she have him reporting to probation, she has had this man drug screening every month when my order specifically says no urinalysis ordered. What I called you on here for is because she no longer works here. In your next meeting, just make sure nobody ever tells one of my probationers that, because that might get them held in contempt of court, because that doesn't even make sense. And I understand. You know that don't make sense. You would, okay. So what I am going to do, Mr. Lee said he tested at the court 4 times, and you tested in Bloomfield 2 times?
Yeah, Rochester Hills, yeah.
Oh, Rochester Hills. So, Mr. Flanagan, what I am going to do is deduct. I'm just going to give him $150 credit for his inconvenience and his time. And then that will leave him a balance instead of the 510. Y'all know I got to subtract the old-fashioned way. So, hold on. I'm going to cross off the 5. I'm going to make it a 4. I'm going to put my little 1 over there. They don't teach the kids how to do that anymore. 11 minus the 5. Okay. Your balance is $360.
Let's ask the real question. How many other defendants are being told false rules by probation officers who think they make the rules? This isn't just about Mr. Lee. This is about systemic breakdowns that can trap people in cycles of fear and control. Sound off in the comments. Should there be more oversight in probation departments? Should these officers face consequences?
And then if you pay that balance, and Miss Officer Penn, don't be making me feel bad. He had already texted me, y'all, told me how much it is. He adds in his head. My officer. I love my officer too. I love my staff. So, Mr. Counsel, if you send that, if he finishes, you can send it to his new probation officer. But I'm telling you this in the presence of Mr. Farmer. You do not have to show up and report to probation, and you do not have to drug test. You only have to pay the balance and finish those 2 classes. Oh no, you said you finished the classes.
Yes, ma'am. I finished them.
Okay, so we just need proof of the counseling.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Farmer, you gonna take care of that for me? I've never had a probation officer say that before, so I think you got a good team, but that made me nervous. I think Mr. Farmer froze.
Judge Bryant reminds us that courtroom power should serve the people. Her ruling doesn't just save Mr. Lee from unjust consequences, it sends a warning across the board. Her message is clear. The judge makes the rules, period. This is how one defendant's courage sparked change. And whether she meant to or not, Judge Bryant just made it crystal clear that this courtroom will be run with integrity.
He did. All right. Well, he used to be a probation officer. Now he's the supervisor. So that was some bad advice. That was some bad instructions. And like I said, she doesn't work here anymore. And if she did today, she was probably going to either be fired or held in contempt of court. So I'm glad we didn't have to cross that bridge. Thank you, Mr. Farmer. And
no problem,
thank you so much. Mr. Lee, thank you for sharing that information. And I, again, apologize for the inconvenience. You did not have to do those things. So I appreciate it. And then I'll either see you on the 3rd or we'll do your discharge when I get the information, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm just looking at my notes, and I have that the order was for a delayed sentence.
Oh, yes, he'll get the delayed sentence.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so if he finishes, he's going to finish well within the 12 months, and I'll give him the delayed sentence. So it will be a dismissal and a removal of the conviction from your record once you...
Damn, son. $2,000 on a PlayStation 5.
All right, guys, I'm in Dallas.
It is a dog-eat-dog world, but in this case, we're talking about snakes. Dozens of snakes were released into the wild in North Florida to eat other
Florida drivers are cutting their car insurance costs in a huge way. Here's how they're saving big.
It is a dog-eat-dog world, but in this case, we're talking about snakes. Dozens of snakes were released into the wild in North Florida to eat other invasive snakes.
Yeah, okay, the ones that were set free were raised in Lake County and then brought up there. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth explains why this is so important.
More snakes. It's a phrase that may make some shudder, but local biologists say it's necessary.
Working to help balance that ecosystem back out by reintroducing these eastern indigo snake.
This is the 9th year state agencies have released eastern indigo snakes back into the wild in the Florida Panhandle. Those 42 snakes were bred and hatched right here in Central Florida at the Orient Center for Indigo Conservation in Eustis. This year's batch was the most released at one time.
Indigo snake is a large natural predator for a lot of animals in the areas where they live. They eat anything that moves in front of them pretty much, including birds, small rodents, even other snakes, including venomous snakes. So they help to balance the ecosystems.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife listed the snakes as an endangered species back in 1978. Over the years, they've been killed or driven out as homes and roads were built.
Suffered decline mainly due to habitat destruction.
Efforts to bring back the population appears to be working. Staff at the center showed us snake eggs they are carefully monitoring for future releases and say in the last few years, snakes have started to reproduce in the wild.
In 2023, we found 2 hatchling eastern indigo snakes that were produced by animals that we released there on site. And so that actually helps to tell us that those animals are surviving, that they're finding each other, they're reproducing successfully, and potentially going to form a self-sustaining population.
Snakes are also released in South Alabama. Staff say they want to increase the number of snakes they raise and eventually expand the number of areas where the snakes are released. Randy Hildreth, Fox 35 News.
Come on, niggas were killing them snakes when I was a kid.
Bungie!
It's a bowling alley.
Booker the G, I gotta bring this up. He was like, man, you front your shit, you don't really be on shit.
Angel soft. Well, it's gotta be soft.
It's gotta be strong. Actually, Angel Soft is bold. Soft so it's cushy and strong to get the job done. Angel Soft.
Booker the G, I gotta bring this up. He was like, man, you front your shit, you don't really be on shit.
If I'm from my shit, I don't really be on shit. Why the fuck you make a whole song about me? If I ain't really on shit, you should have just let me be a bitch and one about your day. You know I'm her. That's why you made the song about me, because you know I'm her.
Shout out Booker G. We're gonna have to get him over here, because Tay, you know Tay Savage? Oh, word. Yeah, that's Tay, little homie.
Yeah, little homie.
So when people say that you're not really about that life and that you know, are basically just like faking this whole gangster persona, how do you feel about that? What's your response to that?
If you think I'm faking that shit, if I'm not like that, if I'm just, if I don't think I'm like that, I'll leave their ass where they at. Just don't pay their ass no mind. You know what I mean?
Okay.
How do you like, because you seen the Mellow Buck situation where I guess, you know, the party, and when you see situations go on like that, does that make you change mentally? Like, maybe I don't need to be doing some of these dissing songs and shit. Like, maybe I'm gonna fall back from some of that.
Dissing songs?
Yeah, you be dissing a lot and shit. You don't ever think like, man, hold on, let me chill a little bit. Or like, or do you have anybody in your corner that's telling you to chill? Like slow down.
People tell me that, but I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah. But who's the person that you listen to that can get you to chill?
My brother.
Word.
Yeah.
So when you get your brother called, he'll make you chill out a little bit and you're like, I'm doing too much.
Yeah, he'll call me like, you tweaking. You tweaking. Now I gotta go clap shit because you want to be tweaking.
Oh, he be clapping shit? Oh, like he claps? Like
yeah.
In the crowd at a concert? How old's your brother?
He's, I don't know, 23, 20. He had to be in his early 20s, late 20s, like mid 20s.
How's he feel about you getting all this attention?
Proud of you, sis. Go up.
Overprotective though? Like he...
No.
Word.
I don't really talk to him that much. I don't talk to nobody.
Word.
Really. Here and there.
Why do you not have an Instagram?
They banned it. Because I told somebody I was going to kill them.
What? So now you got to start from scratch?
And why you on there tweaking, telling people you gonna kill him anyway? Because I seen that.
Yeah, what is that?
Man, cause them niggas is playing with me. Like, they just be playing with me, and I be getting mad. So, gonna kill your ass.
How many Instagrams you have? This your second, third?
Third.
You gotta learn to like speak in code. You gotta like do like a knife emoji, gun emoji. You can't write "I'm gonna kill you." What is that? Like a little dance you've been working on? Cool little TikTok dance. I ain't seen that one yet.
They gonna say you crazy. You know the McDonald's girls be crazy. You seen the other little McDonald's chick that just went crazy?
What McDonald's?
You ain't see the chick from McDonald's that killed her boss?
No.
She went in there and styled him up. You didn't see that?
No.
What? But yeah, you'll go do your homework on it. But you was just wilding out.
Oh, hell no.
So what's it like being a kid girl?
Kid girl?
Mm-hmm.
Kid girl? What the kid or Kia?
A Kia girl.
I don't know fucking Kia girl. I ride SRT Durango, Hellcat, bitch, I'm later.
You were a Kia?
You like doing that shit.
You were a Kia girl? No.
No.
Never?
I learned how to drive a car with a Kia.
Really?
My grandma has a Kia.
A stolen Kia?
She pays a note, I think.
Oh, okay. See, you're funny. You with Nicki Minaj?
That's in her hobby. Yeah.
You with all this crashing out she's been doing?
No, I haven't been seeing Nicki.
You don't like her Twitter?
No, I fucking took my Twitter too.
What?
Yeah.
Twitter's hard to lose. Yeah. You gotta be wilding on Twitter. Like, you gotta really go crazy.
You post butthole, you won't even get banned on Twitter.
What the hell you lose your Twitter?
I'm not even gonna say why I lost my Twitter.
Murder threats. Even that I don't think gets you banned on there.
Yeah, you gotta do some shit on there.
Yeah, you really gotta do some shit on
Really
Twitter.
gotta, because you can post pills, drugs, all that.
You know, I know man girls who got banned on Twitter because they put like nudity in their header banner. That's how they get you. You can't put any kind of nudity up there. Which I'm sure you wouldn't anyway, but you know. Okay. Anything else we should hit here? Fully Chop or Lil Speedy?
You trying to be fucking funny?
This is a question. Who do you prefer?
Man, Speedy.
Oh, shit. All right.
Fully Chop. Next.
Why don't you like Speedy?
Little bitch said fuck me. You. Little dreadhead bitch.
How you feel about the, they be saying them niggas the new YN. What y'all be calling yourself, the YBs?
I don't call myself shit.
So where that term came from?
I don't know. People came with somebody called me that, and I was like, what the fuck that mean? And it was like, YBs, young bitches.
Or young boys.
Young bitches.
Right. YHs.
Why?
Young hoes.
You know what you is?
Just an old man.
You got
old head, I'm a hunk.
You got kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see?
No, I don't want to see them. Oh, wait, she's so fucking cute.
Don't touch. She's not for the net.
Why would I show your baby? They might get your baby, you know?
No, you can look at her again. It's okay. I got defensive for a second.
I just want to see her blue eyes. That's what I want to see.
Right?
Yes. Your baby mama fan as fuck, ain't she?
You just met her.
You didn't even get no Donald Trump clip on me.
What the fuck is a Donald Trump clip?
You never seen that clip of him talking about how hot his daughter is?
Okay, he's a little weird, but...
He's a little weird.
Your daughter's beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's your thoughts on the current rap scene in Chicago right now?
Current rap scene? What's that?
The current rap scene.
The curvy rap scene. Like the fat rappers.
Current rap scene, that bitch hard.
Yeah. Who you feel like got it right now?
Who I feel like got the
Besides you and Lady Mulatto, we know y'all got it, but besides y'all two, who else got it?
Fesso hard, Screwly hard, Vaughn off 1700 hard.
Yeah.
Top 3 listeners.
All right, before we get up out of here, though, I gotta ask you this: who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of Chicago drill music?
YG Fesso, Young Pappy, Lil Fo, Chief Keef.
That's hard. That's a different list.
Yeah.
She's from a different era.
Yeah, I'll put it though.
Yeah.
You listen to King Von?
Oh, damn. I don't really listen to him like that.
You listen to Lil Durk?
Not like that.
Okay.
I listen to Dirk, though, like on some vibe shit. When I used to get high, hell yeah. Dirk.
You gotta spin?
Spin? Dirk don't even be talking about killing shit in his songs.
I was talking about Bond, but...
Oh, yeah.
And yes, he does. You're just not listening to the right songs.
No, it's like mellow tone. It's like Screwly shit. Like, he don't even sound like he talking about
Dirk's
killing
too peaceful for you.
Yeah,
Okay. He's not enough of a warrior.
Yeah.
It's not bloody enough.
I need some drill. I used to go to school, walking to school, I'm listening to Lil Fo. Catch a nigga.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's how I call him, shorty.
Probably one of the craziest interviews I've ever done. I can't wait to see what people say
You've
about this.
done a lot of interviews. Stop fucking lying.
I know, but you're a very interesting person.
Nah, you tee it up for sure.
Yeah.
I see it.
Gra.
See, like, what the fuck is that? Okay. And what is this picture of you on the back of your phone?
That's my pretty ass mugshot.
Oh, is that like your passport photo?
No, it's my pretty ass mugshot.
Oh, it's a mugshot.
That's when you getting locked up in LA.
No, this is actually an ID picture. I just called it a
That's
mugshot.
what I was thinking. I'm like, it looks like a...
But you did say you got locked up in LA though, right?
Yeah.
You get locked up in LA.
Man, I was trying to steal. No, I was with somebody that was stealing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What were they stealing?
What y'all trying to get?
Some Target shit. Some baby food and shit.
They were stealing out the Target and they arrested you even though you weren't stealing?
I was with them.
So what?
That's why I got let off.
If me and him... Oh, you got let out?
Yeah.
But they still took you to jail?
It's LA. I was in Orange County.
If me and him walk into Target and he shoplifts something, and they are not arresting me.
You're white as fuck with blue eyes.
No, I'm just a human being that didn't steal something. Why the fuck would they arrest me?
To be honest, I wouldn't even attack you.
Being obsessed with taste means every ingredient has a purpose. Agave, water, yeast, nothing more. The world's most awarded tequila.
I wouldn't even attack you.
Motherfucker gotta let you put you down with some hot shit.
Listen, it's tough to get arrested in LA. You can really wow out.
You not in the right. See, when I was in LA, I'm with them niggas. So like, I'm seeing police in the hood and fun them. They not playing. They stopping shit.
What hoods out here are you hanging out in?
Whew, what the f that shit was? It was like some building. It looked like O-Block.
I don't know, but
it looked like the Gardens.
Now you said you know bounty hunters, all type of shit.
Yeah.
You've been in the Nickerson Gardens.
Yes, I think that's what it's called.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Who took you there? Well, I support this. You should go to all the hoods.
Yep.
I gotta introduce you to OG Gumby.
OG Gumby.
Yep.
He sound like he probably gumbo some shit.
You follow EBK J-Bo?
Yeah, that's my boy. I follow EBK Lebo. I follow Stockton.
Oh shit, really? That's
yeah.
cool.
I got a song with Lebo.
Really?
Yeah.
We gotta get him up here, man. What the
Yeah, you gotta get Lebo up.
embrace all the...
check this shit out.
Yeah, because like, who knows when we're gonna have J-Bo out again.
Yeah.
So we got
Free J-Bo.
We got Pig. Where EBK Pig at?
Hey, stop fucking playing with him.
Why?
Oh yeah, Lebo, show his ass some. Motherfucker need to put you in that boxing match.
How did I just play with him? I just said his name.
Okay, bro.
I mean, his name is Pig. That's like kind of funny, right?
Oh, that is his name?
Yeah.
Oh,
you think that I'm just saying that?
Yeah.
Nah, he on all that shit. Okay, Aspen, Cartier. You ever been to Aspen?
No.
We gotta work on that.
Yeah.
Winning these guys out here. Q50. Take her on a trip.
This nigga just threw. Shout out Q50. Shout out everybody, man.
Take her to Aspen. You for sure getting put in a bar if you take her to Aspen. Or if you buy her a Cartier watch.
Or AP. Future Cell always shit got AP.
If Remo buys you a Cartier watch, you gonna put him in a bar? I got a lot of different ideas. You can run Remo with chemo.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about? You just over that chit chat. Like, get your frat ass on that weed and got to your head. Stop smoking that shit.
If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER for a little bonus at checkout. Shout out Everything 420.
No Jumper always trying to get some money off some shit. Come on, man. You know better.
I got a homie leave me. There was a gun in my head, fool. I seen.
River Monsters. I want to see River Monsters. What y'all doing out there?
Excuse me.
Play
you for those ultras? Well, we're kind of high level.
Fascinating.
Ice cold.
I've come down to the market, which is something I always try and do when I arrive somewhere, and the reason I do this is it's just such a great clearinghouse for information about boats, fishermen, and also about fish. There's actually a fish in Africa called the African bony tongue, which is a relative of the arapaima, which lives in the Amazon. And it's a bit like the way the piranhas are relatives of the Goliath tigerfish here. You know, all this seems very strange, the fact that you've got relatives living now thousands of miles apart, but it's all evidence of the fact that Africa, South America used to be joined. It's a bit of an arms race down there, and in order to survive, the fish have had to get tooled up. Sharp teeth, poisonous spines, and a bolt of electricity are all mechanisms that have evolved. I'm just starting to see some of the weird and wonderful fish that they got in this river. Mokonga, this one. Ah! Oh! Very toothy. Nina, this is an electric catfish. This is an electric catfish, and it's still alive. And he's got his finger in his mouth.
Yeah, you.
And the tail, and that's okay. Okay. But here. Okay. I decide to head to Manaus, the city at the heart of the Amazon, to see if I can get to the bottom of this memory and maybe track down a definite case where piranhas have eaten someone alive. And where better to start my investigation than the home of many a gruesome fisherman's tale, the Manaus Fish Market. With over 2,000 species of fish found in the Amazon River, more than the entire Atlantic Ocean, there's no shortage of strange-looking river monsters here. Wicked-looking spines on there. Such a variety of fish here. Scientists have determined that there are some 60 different species in the piranha subfamily, yet the majority of them are actually vegetarian. It is the flesh-eating behavior of just a couple of species that gives them their reputation. And it's not long before my questions unearth another shocking account that shows just what they are capable of. This is a piranha story. An old man was left in his floating house by his family just for a couple of hours. They came back, he'd gone. There were just his clothes there. So, you know, they thought he must have gone to take a bath or something, but he wasn't in sight anywhere. They searched. Eventually, they found just his skeleton. I mean, literally, you know, he'd gone in the water because he was old. He wasn't able to get back out. And the piranhas just had it. You first time? Close, man. 2 months ago. It's another gruesome story. But here at the market, I can't track down a name or definite location for this fisherman's tale. I'm going to have to search further afield to find an eyewitness to a lethal piranha attack. This is a vast clearinghouse for everything that comes out of the sea, for hundreds of miles around. Stingrays first evolved in the oceans, and it could be that the giant freshwater stingray occurs in the sea as well as rivers. So we have got rays here. I'm finding some rays. That's not the one I'm after. This is an eagle ray of sorts. Yet another species of ray. These are all marine species, but I mean, the thing that this is bringing home, there's a huge diversity of ray species, lots of variations on the theme. Stingrays are clearly one of nature's more successful designs, but their origins, some 200 million years ago, may come as a surprise. Quick lesson in evolution here. Here's a shark, and that is the classic shark mouth, classic shark teeth, shark tail. Come to this fish here, shark tail, shark dorsal fin. But something very different going on at the front end of the fish. It's flattening, it's becoming squashed. Let's flip it over, and suddenly we've got a very different type of mouth there. Crushing plates, but very different. Gills here on the bottom of the body. Come to this fish here, and here we have same mouth, same gills. Flip it over, and there we have it. A ray is basically a flattened shark with this long tail. This flattened body plan, with the eyes and water intakes on top, is an adaptation for life on the ocean floor. Whatever its origins, the monster I'm after continues to elude me. After 3 hours of trawling, I haven't found a single specimen. I head to the freshwater stalls, where the fish are still pouring in. If there are no giant stingrays coming out of the sea, then perhaps I'll find one here.
Let me see.
Any cabane here? No? So no stingray here. I mean, I don't know how many thousands of fish I must have seen here this morning. The Thais really do love their fish. They eat pretty well anything that swims, it seems. But the freshwater ray is not here. This could be because it is rare. It could be because it is just hard to get out of the river, or, you know, maybe there is another reason that I don't know of, but I haven't found one. I got my first real sight of the harshness of life in this place when we stop in a village to refuel. Life here is cruel and unforgiving. Just to survive takes incredible strength, spirit, and resilience. Oh, missing. What's slightly disturbing about this fish is that it's still alive. Catfish tend to stay alive for a long time out of water. And if you let yourself be ruled by sentiment, you'd say, really, you should bash this fish on the head, put it out of its misery. But if you do that, it's going to go bad very quickly, and the meat's going to go rotten, and people aren't going to eat it. So basically, if you live somewhere like this, sentiment goes out the window, and you want to keep this thing alive for as long as possible so that it tastes good when you eat it. Simple as that.
Kamba, it's a big kamba.
Kamba. This one here, this is the kamba. This is one of the ones that grows very big. It's a very thick-bodied catfish. It's got big eyes. Those are the eyes of a predator. Those aren't the eyes of a fish that snuffles around on the bottom. It's got the feelers, like all catfish, but this mouth, this is an active predatory catfish. And that's a small version of the animal that I'm after. With their scaleless bodies and whisker-like tentacles, catfish are incredibly diverse. There are an estimated 3,000 different species inhabiting every continent except Antarctica. I have caught them in the New World and the Old. But here, the Congo is home to over 200 different types. That's nearly 3 times as many as in all the rivers in North America. This is electric catfish. Ah, but here? No. Okay. It's got very sharp spines here. I'm here to catch a catfish that's rumoured to reach 8 feet in length and weigh over 300 pounds, a leviathan among the world's river monsters. The electric eel's invisible powers make it unlike any fish I've gone after before. I'm hoping to gain some local knowledge at the town's fish market. The people here are those most likely to have come up against them. Everywhere I look are toothy, dangerous fish, but electric eels aren't on the menu.
There once was a time where nobody knew his name, but anyone paying attention to the sneaker world knew of him. A mysterious teenager from Oregon that was moving millions and millions of dollars in sneakers, silently, ruthlessly, and without ever stepping into the spotlight. And he called himself West Coast Joe, a kid with a warehouse that was bigger than most boutiques and stores. And he had access to some of the rarest Nike and Jordan sneakers on the planet. Hundreds and thousands of pairs that were never even released to the public or had previously been sold out. His business was booming. His identity was a mystery. But one question that everybody kept asking was how? How did it...
A diaper this leak-free sets them free. Only Pampers Cruisers 360 have...
How did a teenager build this huge sneaker empire like overnight? How did he beat the bots, win the raffles, the back doors, like every single time? Some thought he had a plug, while others thought he was the plug. But the truth was way more complicated than anybody would have ever imagined. West Coast Joe wasn't just some reseller kid with a special connect. He was sitting on a secret that was so big, it would eventually expose one of Nike's highest ranking executives. And this would go on to shake the industry and expose something that nobody was ever supposed to know or see. This is the Nike scandal that they tried to cover up, but it all came crashing down because of old West Coast Joe. It all started in 2017. Joe Hebert, or Abert, I've heard other people say, was just a 15-year-old kid, and he made his first resale post on Instagram. It wasn't sneakers yet, but instead, it was Supreme. T-shirts, hoodies, accessories, just about anything that he could get his hands on to flip for a quick profit. And at first, it wasn't about fame, because Joe never showed his face. He always liked to keep quiet so he could fly under the radar, and at the time, he was just another kid reselling for a few extra bucks. But over time, something changed. As his success grew, so did his appetite for attention. And Joe began building an online persona that we knew as West Coast Streetwear. And even though he never revealed his identity, he started flexing, posting hundreds and thousands of pairs of Travis Scott sneakers, Yeezys, exclusive Air Jordans. And we're not talking about just a few pairs, a couple $100. We're talking about full-blown warehouses full of sneakers. He showed off pallets of boxes stacked from the floor all the way to the ceilings. And due to him showing off his success, the followers came. And with every post, more likes, more DMs, and more respect. But he still kept his face hidden. And not just because he was shy, it was because he was hiding something. Something that would come to light years later. And during 2020, this was, in my opinion, the all-time peak when it came to reselling sneakers. This was the prime time for like sneakers, sneaker con. With TikTok and YouTube, hypebeast culture was at an all-time high. And Joe took full advantage of this. And in 2020, Joe started renting U-Haul trucks and traveling across the United States, hitting multiple different Nike outlets and stores. And he would go to these stores and buy just about anything he could get his hands on and fill up these U-Haul trucks. He was buying out entire shelves of Nike sneakers, Nike Dunks, Jordans, but people noticed, and he even said in this video interview, that he got them using a Nike family discount. And for those of you who are not familiar, at Nike stores, they very often do like a 20% off, 30% off, 40% off, whatever it is of the regular retail, but then you can stack your family discount on top of this, leading you to get sneakers for sometimes 60, 70, 80% off. So to be honest, it didn't really matter what sneakers you were buying. If the retail was $200 and you were getting them for 20, 30, 40 bucks, there was always room for you to sell them and make a little bit of money. And at the time, Joe claimed it was just a hustle, but behind the curtain, there was so much more. You see, Joe had built a system, reselling discounts, backdoor connections, and he had enough inventory to rival most sneaker stores. It even got to a point to where he had to buy a new warehouse because he had too much stuff for his old warehouse. He had already outgrown just reselling at home, in the basement, and then even his first storage unit. We're talking about a manufacturing style warehouse that is massive. And sooner or later, the fame started to get to him. Even though he kept his face covered, he started appearing in videos and interviews, flaunting money, power, and the stock. And this is when it all fell apart. And it all came down to one article specifically. You see, here's the part that Joe never mentioned on Instagram or any of these videos or articles. His mom was Ann Hebert, or Hebert. And his mom, Ann, was actually the vice president and general manager of Nike North America. And she had been with the company Nike for over 25 years. And according to Joe himself, he used her credit card to buy massive sneaker hauls, so it was all under her name. And insiders at Nike had raised red flags for multiple years. They saw Joe abusing the family discount, they saw the volume, the access, and this inventory of sold out sneakers, but somehow it just kept getting ignored. And remember that article that I said was the thing that changed it all? That was the Bloomberg article. You see, Bloomberg wanted to do an entrepreneur-style article, like how did this kid become such a successful entrepreneur at such a young age? Where did he get this money from? Like, how did this all happen? And during this article, they also wanted to fact-check him as well, so that he couldn't lie about all this money and all this inventory, like maybe it wasn't his or whatever. But Joe began bragging. He said in 1 month alone, he spent over $132,000 on sneakers and flipped them all for a profit. And he didn't even try to hide his connections. In this article, he openly bragged about the scale and the success of his business. And with him being a young kid, how did he have $130,000 worth to spend on shoes? Like, how does this all work? Well, the name on the card and the name for his business all linked back to Ann, the vice president of Nike. And literally within a few days of this article being published and it got out to the public, Ann resigned from Nike. His mom, Ann, resigned from Nike for personal reasons. And Nike claimed that it was completely her decision. But apparently Nike had no idea of her son's multi-million-dollar resale business with unreleased sneakers or sneakers that weren't released to the public or sold out sneakers. But Nike and Ann pretty much claimed like, we didn't know. But remember how I said this house got put up for sale like a few days after she resigned? Yeah, people started to realize that Joe's pictures with all these thousands of pairs of Jordans were at that house, Ann's house. People started putting up the pictures of him on the back deck with the listing of the Zillow listing, like the house being put up for sale. And in the living room, the kitchen, the back deck, the front porch, even in front of the garage, like fans started to piece together that there is absolutely no way that you can come home from work and just miss like 5,000 pairs of Jordans. Like you just can't. But what makes this story even worse is that Nike was publicly fighting resellers and bots this entire time. And the company claimed to block over 12 billion bot attempts per month on sneakers. You know, the sneakers app that is the only place you can buy the most hype sneakers in the world. Yeah, that app, sneakers app. They updated their policies that would cancel bulk orders, and they even went as far as altering their refund system because resellers would buy hundreds of pairs of Nikes and Jordan shoes off the website and then they would try to sell them or flip them. And why do I mention bots? Well, it's really hard for me to believe that Joe was not using bots. And this hasn't came out publicly, but I personally think the reason that he used his mom's card was because it was probably like a platinum Amex card, a card that pretty much had no limit on it. So when it came to these hype drops like Travis Scott, Off-White, he could have his sneaker bots buy thousands and thousands of pairs and his card would never decline because it had an unlimited limit. And with him being such a young kid, he would not be able to get the card himself. So therefore he used his mom's company corporate card that had no limit on it, which is insane. Because Nike as a brand, they had this public image that they fought resellers. And of course, after this came to light, sneakerheads were furious.
Dang. How they gonna do it?
Furious. The trust was broken. Every missed raffle, every sneakers release, every drop that suddenly sold out in seconds, it all started to make sense. I mean, even the resellers were outraged. And of course, after the Bloomberg article came out, Joe vanished. The West Coast streetwear page went silent, and the account pretty much got wiped. And Nike tried to move on, but this scandal definitely left a mark. It didn't just expose the mother and son, it exposed how fragile trust is in this whole sneaker resale game. And then, after a little while, Joe set up a separate business that is known as a cook group. Anybody in the sneaker resale world knows what a cook group is. But for those of you who don't know, it's pretty much just like a big group chat where resellers buy and sell off each other and help find like buyers. But Joe's was a little bit different. The role of Joe's group was to inform resellers about upcoming drops, as well as the inventory at certain outlets across the US. So in this group, there would be releases of information like, hey, this Nike store on this address is gonna get a restock around 3 p.m. tomorrow, so be ready. Or like, hey, this Nike store or Foot Locker is doing a late release. Normally when a hype sneaker drops, they do like a raffle in an app, right? You put your raffle entry in and then you either win or you don't, and then you go pick it up at your designated time and you take it back. This way it's not first come, first serve. It's not a bunch of chaos like 300 people trying to get these shoes for retail. It's a lot safer and more effective. But whenever...
Man, I don't want to hear about that shit.
Face up, Papa J, and Ferraris with a K. Niggas trolling on the ground, man hunt, catch a case. Catch a punk, he gon' lay. I just blew 100K. Eyes blind like Ray. No surrender, press play. Niggas talking like they body. Carry.
I don't know why he trying to be a rapper. He's such a good commentator. He steady trying to be a rapper, yo.
It don't cost you nothing.
Don't got half it, don't care about nothing but what the check say. Why is he trying to be a rapper? He's not a good rapper. He's a definitely good reactioner.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people?
Because I watch his reactions every day.
Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other. Recipient of Hot Topics.
People be bad at just be doing something like, what your mom didn't love you.
Hoover Gumby. So, we pretty much have seen the back and forth between these two play out. This is something that I missed. This is an old clip, but I had ran into this clip and I had wanted to do a reaction to this clip. You know what I'm saying? I had wanted to do a reaction to this clip for sure. So this is a clip of Hoover Gumby saying that 9 Deuce Hoover are the original Hoovers. Their first Hoover set, and then 9-4 is the last Hoover set. End of the day, it's Hoover business. I'm just tapping in because it pertains to history and it does pertain to some crippling. So, I'm not here to argue what either one of these guys said because they are the ones from Hoover. And if it ain't already been figured out between them, which I'm pretty sure it have, and I'm pretty sure somebody else has chimed in on this subject, and a history lesson have been given and taken. So, from my understanding, I would think what Milk was saying was correct. I don't know if it's correct because I'm not of that community.
Triple D Marie.
In my opinion, I think what Gumby was saying might not be true, but y'all know how it goes. So, with the faction of the Hoovers, the best channel probably to go to get your full understanding and diagnostics of their history is the Under the Groove channel. Now, me personally, I've had conversations with TS, with Tony Stacy. Tony Stacy is an elder Hoover member who still push Hoover Crip. Tony Stacy hauls off of the east side, and he was a Castle Crip before he was a Hoover Crip. And if I stand corrected, I want to say that Tony Stacy had told me before that he stayed on 74th on the same street as Hoover Joe from 74 Hoover, who gets the recognition
Hoover Joe
and or clout for starting Hoovers on his porch in our street on 74th Street as well. This is not the first time that I've heard that 9 Deuce was the original Hoover set as well. This is not the first time I heard that. Gumby is not the first person I heard say that. But me speaking to TS, Tony Stacy, from my understanding, he said 7-4 was the first. He was there when it was started with Hoover Joe and the others who was there. You also get stories that the Hoovers haul from the Hoover Groovers. And you're going to get some people that tell you that's not true, that those are 2 separate factions and 2 separate gangs. However, I don't know what's what. But we definitely about to get into this content of what was said between Milk and what was said between Gumby. And y'all already know it's the halfway, the half effect. We gonna commentate.
I feel like it was very informative. I felt like, first and foremost, I was honored to have just gone through all the different parts, meeting all the different people. And I know the average cameraman ain't coming over there. I was looking at the questions from the Hoover vlog that we did, and Milk74 actually corrected you in the comments saying that 90... Stop. First off, if you are not an active gang member, first off, real tone, every time you came around me, it's like your second time visiting me, I'm only around murderers and killers. If you ain't no killer, big talk to me. If you can't come to the set, big talk to me. We ain't gonna talk about him no more.
Damn. Damn.
Correct me about what? Well, he actually said that 9 Deuce wasn't the first Hoover set. I think he said 7-4 was. I actually in the Hoovers. 9 Deuce was the first Hoover set, and 9-4 was the last Hoover set.
9 Deuce wasn't the first Hoover set. Now, I don't know if 9-4 was the last Hoover set, but I don't even think that's the case. The first Hoover set was 7-4, was 74th Street, and that's facts. That's not even debatable.
So we have the screenshot right here from the post. Shout out to Milk for commenting.
Okay, please shout out to that nigga. You ain't seen Milk at no. This was at 5 Deuce Hoover Day. You seen Hoovers from every different clique. Did you see that nigga? No, I'm Hoover. Ain't no shout out to that nigga. Come to the set. Stop using your fingers, nigga. Come to the set, bro. You say 7-4 was the first set? Come to the set and say that. Get off the internet, nigga.
And just to clear it up, he may not have said 7-4 was the first set, but I'm just saying he said 9 deuce.
But first off, he ain't got no business speaking on me. You're not an active gang member, period. So you don't have no voice in what the fuck going on over here. You don't know shit. How long you was from the set, white boy? How long was you from our gang before you got ran off? Why you got ran off? Like, I'm not even here to do all that with little bro. Like, he really fucked my brother. I got a brother from A. Trey Hoover. Stomp down, none, a Hoover. And the first situation that me and little bro had, I mean, he cleared it up. So I'm not gonna get into it with Groove. You know what I'm saying? Much love, respect to little bro. But bro, stop talking out of turn. I hope don't do that. We don't gotta do that in front of these people. I'm not no internet nigga. I'm just here, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of shit can be cleared up, and this is one of them. I'm not against that nigga. I hope he's just not from our gang. If he is, come out. Come outside, bro. We just had Father's Day, 5-9 day coming up. I'll leave it at that.
Right. And I didn't know y'all had a prior situation. You know, I just seen he said I didn't know if that was.
Or the prior situation was a situation with you. What I told you about your situation when y'all niggas that boy, I was talking to this nigga, and y'all put it out like I was talking to this nigga Percy. Oh, that's what that was talking about when I called in it back on feed. I hope that's what I was telling you about from the gate. You dig me? I hope, like, Groove don't even count. You ain't got no business even opening your mouth to me on West Side Hoover. How old are you? I got nephews that you need to talk to first, nigga. I hope. So we ain't even gonna play like that. We ain't gonna play like that. I don't even answer niggas that. Oh, if you know your history, call one of the big homies from 7-4 and tell them to call me. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed about Hoover, bro. Gang shit.
Well, while we on the milk situation, you said our first situation, right?
Yeah.
So the whole Percy situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know we just spoke on it, but it really came from a clip of you speaking on back on feed.
Oh.
And let's go ahead and clear that up, right? Because the way it was put out, it was like it was just like a run on, you know what I mean? Like it was just going off.
Out. So, but this is what it was. It was more so, but let's call it ball and strike. That's not really what it was. But like you passing it off to your production team, right? And at the time I didn't know you, bro. I'm saying I just thought you was like one of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, that was on the internet and you just did some foul shit. Because I specifically was speaking to Milk for a reason, right? Because I was sent there to do that. And that's what I did, to get his attention. Because see, somebody that was important to me and you wanted to holler. But see, y'all took my clip and attributed to this nigga Houston about some other shit that don't even matter. Like, y'all had everything I was speaking to Milk about attributed to this nigga Percy. Or forward. No. I'm from LA, Hoover. I don't know about the difference to the nigga Percy. And I only spoke on one thing, which is the gang politics, is that they not recognized out here. That was my only message to Groove. Everything else was that nigga. Like, we got a few different people who are from our community, and they have different platforms and different abilities and different resources. And me personally, I feel that they pretty much exploited my gang. I'm saying everybody know who I am, whole situation. See, but I'm here. I'm here. I've never forsaken my community. Win, lose, or draw, bitch, gonna get down. So if you get any type of recognition off of our sweat, blood, tears, and you run off, I'm hoping you's a bitch. You's a hold of us.
Hey, I don't even lie, right? I like doing the Gumby reaction videos. You know, I've been on the move with the Gumby reaction videos. Gumby is a classic case, and he be going on one. Got that big blunt right there.
Gumby ain't trying to hear nothing Milk talking about. So the Real Tune TV tell Gumby like, hey, you know, you said 9 Deuce Hoover was the first set. Milk hopped in them comments and as well did a segment and corrected you and saying that 7-4 is the first Hoover set. What you talking about? Gumby like, man, look, check this out. I'm with the murderers, thieves, killers, jackers, robbers, pimps, everybody. Everybody that's doing any wrong and that's in these streets, that's who I'm with and that's who I'm connected to. And, you know, he go on to basically say, you know, that Milk is exiled, that, you know, he can't go over there, that, you know, you're not hanging with the gang. You know, we just had some Hoover dates, you know what I'm saying, that passed. You wasn't nowhere to be seen at none of these Hoover functions, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what their little beef is, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, these old clips, they probably have that underway because it looked like a lot of Hoover members been chiming in, you know, young and old, to speak up on the activity that the Hoovers have been placing out here on the internet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are speaking they distaste, you know, for how they homies are going at it with each other and putting Hoover business on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure this is corrected, and I'm not here to drag on any beef between these two or point anything out. Like I said, based on the history and me loving the history of this cripping, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to bring this to the forefront and see what other people thought, being that this was already on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I've sat in the room with Tony Stacey. I've been to Tony Stacey house. Tony Stacey lives in my community. You know, you go in Tony Stacey room, Tony Stacey got rags going around his whole ceiling. Tony Stacey got blue rags going around his whole ceiling in every color. From royal blue to navy blue to powder blue to sky blue. Whatever blue you can think of, Tony Stacey got that rag going around in his room. Also, what he got hanging from the ceiling in his room is literature. You know what I'm saying? Footnotes. You know what I'm saying? Brain for the food when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? A champion's meal. Things for you to chant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that warfare, that guerrilla warfare. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've sat in the room with that man, you know, and allowed him, you know, to unload, you know, his stories and, you know, give me some history on Crippin from his perspective. Because every older dude you speak to, they have a different perspective. You know, some of these dudes been there with each other. Some of these dudes wasn't nothing in their time. And some of these dudes was somebody in their time. But if you was somebody that not of their time and you really don't know, these dudes can sell you any story. They can tell you anything. But, you know, I love hearing some old Crip stories. I'm saying, regardless of who it's from, definitely if it's from like that first and second generation, most definitely. And then, you know, a little bit of third, but that first and second generation, for sure. You know what I'm saying? When it was showtime and it was cracking and a lot of stuff like this was being established and started. You feel me? Just like the A-Trade Gangsters, you know. They wasn't originally A-Trade Gangsters. They was OGC. You know what I'm saying? Original Gangster Crip. You know what I'm saying? Got the history lesson on that because, you know, one thing about it, if you're from these gangs and these communities, man, you would definitely want to know the guide that you under, the clause that you under. You would want to know what you push, you know what I'm saying, the originality of it, where it came from, and how it came about. And, you know, with me, you know, I like to fancy myself, you know, a scholar, you know what I'm saying, in the subject of my community. When things are spoke, you know, what happened, you know, who was there, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if you don't know, any type of story could get spent because history is his story. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But like I said, you know, from my understanding, you know, I got to go with what Milk said, you know. From my understanding, 7-4 Hoovers are, you know, the first Hoovers. And then, you know, I can't give you, you know what I'm saying, who came after that, how I went after that. But, you know, I do know, and I think it was spoke on Under the Groove as well, that they give 7-4 that title, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, somebody told Gumby it was 9 Deuce. Maybe 9 Deuce, was the second, was right up after them, But, with that being said, we're going to conclude that right there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Keeping it real and showing love, absolutely free. Still some of the hardest shit for a lot of you bitch ass niggas to do. So if you ain't a bitch ass nigga, let me see you keep it real and show me some love and share this post right here, cake ass nigga.
In this video, we're doing another food truck face-off here in Los Angeles, California, the food truck capital of the USA. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Unverified. I did not research that. We've been to LA before, and we've done a food truck video here before, but it was junk. Here.
Let me see. What is there to watch? It's almost 1 o'clock. What the fuck? I've been up too many hours. I need to go back to sleep.
Reviewing Sunnyside in Baltimore, Maryland. All I'm gonna say is this restaurant was highly requested.
Online voice recognition is deactivated. Would you like to change the settings?
Alright. This place is located inside the world's famous Lexington Market. And this market, oh yeah, it's like that. I wish I could have went around and tested everything in here, but you guys told me to come here, so this is where I'm at. I told the guy at the front to give me 3 of his most popular dishes. He gave it to me. Let's see what it's hitting on. This is a salmon, sausage, egg, and cheese.
But how'd it go bad with Suspect?
Suspect?
Yeah.
That nigga been talking crazy online, man, for a minute now. Before the Lush fight, all that shit. Yeah.
So you're getting Lush's fade for him?
Yeah,
Lush back
Lush, I got the back fade, dog. Got the back.
I don't think Lush wants you to do that now, though. Like,
nah, I fight Almighty Suspect for free.
Oh, shit.
I fight all them niggas for free. I ain't gonna lie to tell you, but I want some chili though, so
okay.
It's on the table, hand it over for sure.
You never see Suspect on the blade?
Never.
Oh, okay.
And then he tried to say, I don't know you, bro. You do know me, bitch. You got no choice but to know me, nigga. You rapping, you from LA. You can't say you don't know me. Because you or your peoples was in the car one night before, on the way to a party, playing Hit Your Riggy, bitch. You can't say you don't know me, nigga. Your career started because you piggybacked off of Frosty, nigga. Nobody knew you. That nigga only knew you because you was on your first couple hit songs was collabs with Frosty. I'm Young Ace. Niggas know Young Ace by himself. Before Hit Your Ricky, niggas knew Young Ace. What it is, like, what?
I'm not gonna lie, like, Suspect knows everything about music. Like, when I've hung out with him, it's like, he knows especially this type of area.
When you're being in denial, while beefing with the nigga, you're being in denial too. Like, nigga, no, nobody, I don't even know you, bro. Who are you?
I don't believe that he don't know you, for sure.
Come on.
He might not like you, but he definitely, I think.
He try to tap in with somebody from my hood that he know, and they tap in with me, and we smoke a blunt and laugh together at him.
Oh.
But he thought it was going to go another way. I don't know.
He used to always say that he would get his lean in Grape Street.
I think it was getting K-Rolled, but yeah.
Oh, no. Not my man's. No way.
Yeah, that's your man. It's goofy, but nah. That is what it is. Rich Demon 2 on the way, man. Stop playing.
For sure. So, yeah, anything else you got going on that we need to know about, or what's on your mind?
As far as what?
Shit, just
moves
man, you're making,
I'm
everything.
trying to make it happen, dog. Real Watch Baby going in for the win. Cowboy Records taking over. Rich Demon 2 on the way. Shout out to all my good peoples. Long live Earl Swavey. Long live Nebula, Juice, Neb. You feel me? Ashton, all my good folks. Killer Cam, Schoolboy. You know, Those the motherfuckers I was with when we was running the city. Yeah. And now they're gone. It's just me. And I got a couple homies, you know, sprinkled around. That's still good homies. But like I said, we older now, and we got.
Niggas is crazy, man.
Welcome back. I'm Shaq. We got ourselves another video. Hey, yo, we got the smart guy. And this one left. Went left pretty fast, too. They were first talking about the LGBTQIA plus community.
Florida drivers do not pay your insurance bill until you hear this. The truth is, they are legally robbing you, and it happens every time that you pay for your car insurance. All right, let me explain. Every month, millions of us hand over our hard-earned money, and most of us don't even know where it's going. I worked for a big insurance company, and I am done gatekeeping. After 8 years in the car insurance industry, it's time I'll tell you all their dirty little secrets. The truth is, they are legally robbing you every time you pay for your car insurance. Here's the deal. A big chunk of your monthly payment isn't even for your coverage. Agents' commissions, middleman fees. That's what you're really paying for. So you're not just insuring your car. Oh no, you're funding someone else's bonus check. And honestly, that's messed up. But here's the good part. There is a way to avoid this in its entirety. You might think this solution is something revolutionary, but no, it's not. It's actually very simple. There's an online tool. It's free, it's quick, and it's easy to use by anybody in this room. Everybody here. And it takes 2 minutes. It takes your info, like your car model, your zip code, all that basic information, and it does the heavy lifting for you. It pulls quotes from top insurance companies, and it shows you the best ones automatically within a minute. Crazy, right? But it works. And if you're married, if you own more than one car, or if you're a homeowner, then you can even save more on your car insurance. There are tons of discounts out there that many people don't even know about. And they can save you up to 50% on your car insurance. And get this, if you already have a policy that costs more than a new quote, you can cancel it anytime and get refunded for the unused balance. I used to be just like you, overpaying for years without even realizing it. But once I found this tool, I cut my bill in half. And trust me, it felt like finally getting back the money I was throwing away. Don't wait until you have wasted thousands like I did. This is really something every driver in America should know about. Not just because it saves you money, but because it puts you back in control of what you pay for. It's really time to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket. So guys, check if you're eligible for savings on car insurance by scanning this QR code or visiting savenow123.com on your mobile
For any type of money now.
Everybody always wants something. And somehow they got into religion and would be in
They always want something, boy.
Stuff like that.
Nah, they go past somebody ain't begging for no money.
Not really. But one guy, aka Sir Marvel.
They always asking for money, boy. Like I'm a toddler or something. Stop asking me for bread.
We're the new messiahs. We're the new prophets. We're the new chosen ones, right? So, you know, a lot of times when I speak, it be God. I be feeling it, right? And I be like, yo, damn. But we told that ain't no more messiahs. We told that all these is that have conversations with God, or God gives them type of a premonition or visions doesn't even happen anymore. Yeah. I see it all the time. I be trying to fight it. That's why I told you, you doing this, you should do that. That don't be me. That be God using me, bro. Yeah. And I ain't saying that in a TD Fakes kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because TD Fakes was that Diddy, you know, he caught up in that Diddy City Willie. I'm saying? So, they no legend nothing, man. Dudes is weirdos, man.
Listen,
I'm saying?
I want to, before we pivot.
TD Cakes, man. That's his name,
No,
man.
that's what, listen, TD Jakes.
I love TD Jakes.
I met TD Jakes. Yeah. Roughest hands I ever felt in my life. That's how I knew he worked his way up here. He worked his... my dad is a mechanic. I know rough hands. TD Jakes got the roughest hands I ever felt.
I remember TD Jakes